Welcome everybody to a night out on the DL. Don't know what episode we're on anymore. I lost track of that a while back. But
20
we're,
last, or 19, but
we're way past that, my dude. You have missed out on way too many sessions.
no, I was just saying, you know, man.
All right, we'll hand it over to BigYin for his wonderful recapping.
You're right.
I mean, I guess.
See, I missed the joy and the excitement in your voice.
Yeah, I should have never.
Could we bring that back a little bit?
I mean, I'm just dissatisfied with the fact that people criticize me, so I'm just gonna kind of just, yeah, well, okay, fine, you know.
I would like
get on
some
the
pep in
boat.
your step, good sir. You may or may not get rewarded in the game for having a pep in your step.
Oh dear, hang on.
I was at a moral impasse.
Coin flip, coin flip.
Take a couple of shots, you'll be okay.
There you go. There you go.
All right, fuck it. Right. So we get on a goddamn boat, and apparently we could have talked to this boat guy a lot and gotten a lot more information. He could have dropped us wherever we wanted, but apparently or given us the book we needed. But no, we decided to go all the way to Womford, get off the boat. But a bit more about our captain. Our captain, his name is Sholar Quandril. He's a water genasi, which is kind of like basically water genie type person. Kind of interesting. We basically, I kind of asked him, like, hey, has there been any trouble on the river? And he's like, nah, you're fine. Go talk to Chalaska Murin, and when you get off the boat, and you'll be fine. So we get off the boat, we meet this Chalaska Murin, and turns out she doesn't run the tavern. She runs the security force that's guarding the town of Womford.
No, barge
50...
right in. The barge right in. It says at the top.
Yeah, at the barge right in. She's kind of she definitely kind of has the look of a former mercenary who's stayed in training, but is definitely just kind of like acting more of a security force than a wandering sword than a sword for hire at this point. And she's got a whole crew with her that all seem to be former mercenaries that have settled in this town. Kind of operating like a army for hire, almost like the Italian condottieri. We're then, she kind of brings us over to the barge right. We're then greeted by a half-elf named Nalaskar, who seems to be kind of timid and kind of worried about everything, which apparently is a facade, which we'll find, spoilers, we find out more later. After a brief conversation about, rooms and, how we're going to split everything, we all decide to get our own rooms, we all pay, and I inquire about getting us passage to Red Larch journey because of the number of us. It'll probably take us a couple of carts. It'll take about 4 to 6 hours with 3 carts leaving per day at different times. Apparently, all we need to do is go talk to the cart master. His name's Lathander. No relation to the god. And apparently, we're told by this rather timid innkeeper that he's going to try and cheat us, and that we should definitely try and bargain him down, and if we bargain enough, we may be able to just get 3 carts going all at the same time, so we aren't split up. Then we all kind of split up to get cleaned up and eat food and relax for a bit, and then we all go upstairs and talk some more, figuring out how we're gonna divide up for the next day. We've decided that this is a great, since it turns out that Llus had needed to come back here anyways for this odd book hunt he's on. We would go hunt. We'd spend the morning hunting down that book, and then go talk to the cart guy. And a couple of odd things happened in the evening. The dream sequence, the one-shot dream sequence that Elwarin, Ulrich, and I had. It kind of gets explained to the party, and then it turns out Cromwell took offense to some comments made by our innkeeper, and the rest of the party doesn't know this. This happened completely in the blind while we're all sleeping. Cromwell decided to turn the evil up to 11, and went downstairs, barged in on the innkeeper, and tried to kill him. And while he did succeed, it turns out that the innkeeper actually was a former warrior himself, but just wasn't quite up to the speed and power of our buddy Cromwell. And Cromwell basically cut the dude's throat, didn't even bother forging a suicide note, and cleans himself up and goes off to bed and sleeps like a innocent child. And the rest of us all wake up and go downstairs and have breakfast. And that's where we left off.
Cool.
With
So there was
none of us the wiser.
Sure. One additional note. Lando did get a note from Nalaskar from the snail.
Oh,
kinda
that's
saying,
right. That's right.
Like, hey, like if you need to get anything in town, this is like you just let them know it's on this guy's tab and it'll get back to me, etc. And so Lando realizes that Nalaskar is a close friend of the snail, and he has a note pretty much saying that the snail hasn't heard from Mr. Leader since he left, which is very out of the ordinary for how Mr. Leader operates. That pretty much catches everybody up.
Hang on. What was the note? What did the note from Mr. Leader say?
It wasn't
Or
from
he
Mr.
hadn't
Leader.
responded.
It was from the snail saying that Mr. Leader is basically missing and that I could buy things, I think, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
It was pretty
Just
much
wanted to make
saying,
sure I
like-
had that right.
Yeah, he's pretty much saying, like, I haven't heard from Mr. Leader from when he said he was going over to the High Forest to take care of some stuff, which is, very unusual for how Mr. Leader operates. He always kind of lets me know or does what he says he's going to do. And he just asks if Lando has heard from him. And, and just tells him that he can buy anything he wants between Bargerite and Womford, and the snail will cover it as long as he gives it off to Nalaskar, like puts it in Nalaskar's name. So it is the morning, and you guys have just finished up breakfast. The portly lady is happily washing dishes and kind of, keeping food still going. I believe your guys' plan was to head over to Womford today in search of books or information on such.
Correct. I think the whole group, I guess DQ has not agreed to go with the rest of the group, but
This is true. He was
everyone else
sleeping
agreed
during
to
your
go
guys'
Womford.
meeting, but yeah, everybody else, has agreed. So I guess DQ, you
Yeah,
can,
I
guess now
I
make
was
your choice.
tired.
Yeah.
Can't help it,
So it goes.
No, I'll go with the group.
Yeah, so you find out that the Bargerite Inn has this nice little area right here where there's a bunch of merchants. There's also a few merchants over in Womford, but it seems like Bargerite has more things to buy. Womford's a smaller town compared to the Bargerite, which is surprising perhaps. So yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Oh, we were going to go look for a book.
so I will be following Eustace's lead.
Sure.
So far, books have been leading to pretty cool things. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be going that way.
Okay. Is everybody going to Womford, or are we getting splitting the party up a little bit?
Point of order, DM.
Sure.
Point of order.
Mhm.
Just so I understand, could you indicate on the map where Lathander is? And also, I inquired with Chalaska about healing potions and additional supplies. Could you indicate where those are? So there and there.
Chalaska's, you can get all your stuff from these stalls area down here, which is where all the stores are. Like they have like little pop-up tents right now,
Got
and the caravans and carts going out of town are located in this building.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I'm assuming we're all downstairs having breakfast at this point, or are we all kind of gathered outside here?
My guess is still breakfast, but you guys can choose to be outside if you want to. I was just describing it was still during breakfast time.
Any table talk consensus, guys, on where we are? Have we finished breakfast?
I'm ready to go
How
whenever.
good this breakfast is, because we went through so much detail picking it out last session.
All right. Well, lads.
Did you guys?
But it's true.
Okay.
There was a lot of time spent.
I'm gonna enjoy this eggs and bacon here.
Don't forget your bread.
So while everyone else is eating, I'll kind of look around and say, right, lads. I know we all initially agreed to go off book hunting, but I reckon one or two of us ought to stick around and maybe convince the this Lathander that it would be we are looking for passage in the afternoon for the party to all go off together, and I reckon I may as well pick up some more supplies. So I might so if we are in a pinch, I could extend my ability to keep us all alive, as it's gotten more and more likely that things are only going to get worse from here on out.
I'll go with him.
Right, Lando,
Yeah.
always appreciated. Your muscles are useful.
Yeah.
Would anyone who's rather convincing, would they like to come along? DQ, Cromwell?
Not
anyone
feeling
who
too
can do a wee
convincing
bit of
today.
talking? Well,
Ooh, I've got-
Did I convince you?
I have 4 intimidation. I can convince some people with that.
Sorry, what time of day is it at this point? It's still
Morning.
like
I'm
10
basically
a.m.,
looking
9
for
a.m.
charisma.
It's like
That's
yeah,
for
like
sure.
8 a.m. roughly.
Okay.
I have 1
I'll
charisma.
I'll
It's
go.
not a lot.
I'll go.
So
Right.
how's the party being split here?
It seems that
You just keep
Lando,
it succinct.
Cromwell. It seems that Lando, Cromwell, and myself are going to go talk to Lathander
Okay.
and then go supply hunting, while the
Okay.
rest of you guys go off to go get books.
Okay. One quick second here.
Did I screw up Plan A and go right to Plan D?
No, you're good. Don't worry. Okay.
Definitely thought it was an earlier stage option.
No. Burning down buildings is definitely Plan F.
Why don't we like launch a couple of, I don't know, I just read a book about all these dudes and they have like little mini grenades and they conduct like medieval warfare with them. It's pretty interesting.
That would be some interesting, like, kind of artificer, wizard, and I don't know, some alchemist interesting interaction there. So maybe you could find
Yeah.
something. Probably not in this town, but who knows?
They're like clay grenades that
Sure. Yeah.
Blow
Like I said,
up.
it sounds cool. I just don't know if you'll find one in this town, but maybe.
You're talking about the pirate Grenado, right?
no. This is from like a fantasy book. It's totally different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let's
Powder
start.
Patch.
Well,
What's
just quickly,
Mhm.
thinking about it, I think I'll just stick around the bot reading as well, since I don't really have big interest in chasing those books.
Okay. So we just have Llus and Cromwell going. Sorry, not Cromwell. Llus and Ulrich going over to Womford at this point. Or is DQ? Are you also going?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we got 3 people going to Womford. Everybody else is staying in the barge, right? Correcto?
That's right.
All right.
Seems that way.
Yeah, and feel free to, kind of crisscross as needed. It's literally just across the river. It's very easy to get to. It'll take you about 10 minutes going from one way to the other, so time really isn't that big of a deal. But we'll start with the barge ride crew because they will be probably the quickest. So cool. So the 4 of you wander over to Lathander's spot over here.
Mm-hmm.
You see a portly dwarf sitting behind a counter. He's got prices above his head. They seem exorbitant. Per person, it says about 40 gold to get to the Red Large, 150 to get to Mirabar, 200 to get to Yartar or to Silvermoon, and then 50 gold to get down to Waterdeep. Per
Good
person.
morning, good sir.
Aye, it is good morning. How are you doing? What can I do for y'all? There seems to be 4 of you.
Might you be Lathander?
I am Lathander. How are y'all doing? You looking for a ride? My prices are pretty good, huh?
We'll talk price soon enough, lad. As it would seem, we're short a few people. There's actually 6 of us. And we're
7.
looking to secure passage. Oh, 7. Sorry. There's
Yikes.
7 of us, and we're looking to secure passage to Red Larch.
All
as it
right.
is.
And he kind of looks and he's like, all right, that'll be 280 gold. That'll be between 3 different carts. How about this? Since y'all are paying a pretty penny, I'll get y'all on 3 carts leaving at the same time for 280 gold. How's that sound? Otherwise, y'all gotta be split up in 3 different. Just a pain.
Now, that sounds right nice for the logistics. Though 280 gold seems a bit steep, if you don't mind my saying.
Ooh, we got ourselves a deal maker, do we?
I reckon the group here, my friends and I, we might be able to have a wee bit of a discussion.
He kind of looks around at the four of you, and he's like, okay. All right. Let's start talking. Who's gonna go first? Who's gonna try to charm Olafhander over here into reducing his prices? He seems very excited.
Oh god, he has a high charisma, doesn't he? I'm gonna at least lay out our case with logic first, guys. When you feel like you want to try and press your luck, feel free to join in. As you're, I see him kind of,
You see him sit up a little
rubbing
more
his
straight.
hands and sit up a little more straight.
He's rubbing his hands in his beard a little bit, and he's like doing a little braid with it as he does it. And he's just excited.
Can I perceive anything about him on the arcana level?
Go ahead and make a roll for me, good sir, and we'll find out what you see.
What if I just threaten to? This is table talk. What if I just threaten to break his kneecaps?
You could try.
That, maybe.
You could try.
Yeah.
14 Arcana. So he doesn't seem to be magical, from what you can tell. Just seems to be like a regular dwarf.
What about on the perception side?
You can roll perception.
Ooh, can I do that too?
Sure, you also can roll perception. That's a pretty high roll, though. Y'all roll pretty high. Yeah, he's a middle-aged dwarf between Lando and Ulrich's age group. He's got a red beard with streaks of like gray in it. It's not fully gray like Ulrich, but just streaks of gray in there. He seems like he's been doing it for a long time. He looks fairly confident, but he looks more excited because you guys seem to be seasoned adventurers, and he's wondering what kind of deal you guys are gonna make with him. But nothing. He doesn't seem like. I mean, he's devious. He's a store owner, right? So he's as devious as regular store owners. He's like obviously upcharging all of his costs for adventurers or wealthy folk that don't have the guile to beat him in a strength of wills, perhaps.
What if it's a strength of strength?
I mean, you've already been warned about that, but feel free to do what you want.
I'll look over and tap Lando on the shoulder, and I'll just kind of whisper in his ear. I didn't think we want to start a fight in the middle of a town of mercenaries. It's not a good idea.
Well, we don't have to fight. But what about a test of strength?
Perhaps.
I want to arm wrestle.
That was going to be my suggestion.
Sure. If it comes to that, I'll let you do the talking.
Sorry. 26 perception. He looks not as strong as Lando, but fairly strong.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, not as strong as Lando.
Ulrich, come over here. That would have been.
I will look over at. I'll kind of take the everything I've kind of gleaned, and I'll say, well, here's the thing, Lathander.
I'm excited. Kind of deal we making today?
I'm a bit of a man of the forest, you might say.
And?
Well, if I were to compare you to something I found in the forest, it'd be that of an antlion, so to speak.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know much about the forest. I live in the mountains.
It depends on how you want to see it. The antlion's a wee little bug that digs himself a hole in the ground.
Calling me small, I see.
I'm
starting
not
off strong here,
small.
buddy. Starting off strong.
Just wait. You see, you built yourself a nice, a nice palace here.
I have.
You've
I have.
Business.
Yep.
You've got a monopoly on travel.
Yep.
You built yourself a nice bit of coin. And you see an antlion. What it does is it digs itself a hole, and then it hides in it. And little creatures that walk by fall in the hole, and then it grabs them and devours them.
Okay.
And now,
I think I get what you're going with here. Okay, you're not calling me small necessarily. You're just saying that I like to trap people with my excellent.
I wouldn't say you like to trap people, but you're confident. You're confident in your ability to get your way, and that you've set yourself a good situation here.
Well, see, the way I see it, right, is like I'm the only game in town.
As it stands, though, there are things that the antlion cannot eat.
Okay.
We are one of those things. Now here's the thing, laddie. I'm not one to strong arm. What I want is a fair deal.
Sure, sure.
I'll give you 200. We'll give you 200 gold
What?
for the 7 of us for transport, all on 3 carts when we say so. When our business is completed.
He goes.
200.
He goes. He kind of looks you guys over. He's like. He
I
kinda
want
looks-
better odds.
He looks at Lando's chain, around his belly. He's like, Y'all fought a giant recently?
Several.
Multiple.
Ah, I see. How about this? How about this?
Lando, wouldn't your friend the snail have anything to say about this as well?
Okay, I would just like to time out, and I will let you recant this if you would like to. We can retcon this real quick. This is a town filled with Zentarum people. If you haven't noticed already. So throwing out things like he's a friend of the snail may or may not be positive, right? The snail runs a Zentarum. However, hearing that you have a friend of the snail around may not be like just from a tactical stance. Like you guys haven't gotten to like your last leg to like pull it out. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
a fair
that would
point.
be like, oh, now the snail owes me a favor, kind of deal. You know what I mean? So I will let you. I will let you
will roll that one
retract.
back.
Yeah, I will let you retract that. Just because I'm guessing you just didn't understand like the gravity
I
of kind of saying
did not
his name.
realize that this is a Zentarum town. I will roll this back.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, just like you guys can kind of just tell when you walk around the town. It seems to be similar to Daggerford, just in a much smaller scale with less townsfolk.
sounds good.
Yeah, so you retract that. So she's just asking, oh, so you guys have fought some? Okay. How about this? Probably the best deal you're gonna get from me. 210 gold, so that's 30 gold per person, and I will have 3 carts ready for you at any time of day. Midnight, 2 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, whatever floats your boat. And you say you're a druid, huh? So you talk to the forest, huh?
Aye.
How about you get me one of them antlion things in like a box of some sort, huh? That sounds like a fun little pet to have.
Is they're a very good pet to have, mind you, and they're hard to find.
I got space. Hey, I got space.
Well, I didn't know when I'll be back in the forest. I do have some broken ankeg talons and claws if you wouldn't mind them, for display purposes. We've bought some ankegs as well.
Yeah, just as a heads up, based off the map, I'm not going to pull it up right now. You're about maybe 2 days travel to the westwood, to the. I guess it's the west.
I know,
Yeah,
but
the west.
I don't
Yeah,
know when I'm
that's
going to
fine.
go there, and I don't
Yeah,
even know if
no,
I'm
that's
going to
fine.
find
I'm just
the
letting you know, like, just giving you an idea of like how far away
Yeah.
these things are from you, and the high forest.
I remember where they are on the map.
Okay, cool. That's fine. All right.
Also, out of
Antlions live in the
I-
desert as well, not in the forest.
Okay.
I don't know if you looked at the chat yet.
That's too much money.
I haven't seen it yet.
Also, you want us to go multiple days out of our way to get a thing so that we can get
Yeah.
traveled to go a couple days away?
I didn't say when I deliver it. I never said if I deliver it.
Yeah, this
I
is just what he
haven't
tells you guys.
I feel like we got some more room to
yeah. And
grow low. If
and
you know
he's-
what I'm saying.
And he's ready for a deal. Just add a character. Like that's as low as he's gonna go without some rolls going. We'll say.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
want
fair.
to. I want to test this guy to a feat of strength
Sure,
for
perhaps.
a good price.
Sure.
I love that
So,
you've done that through
Before,
that level.
before I jump in, I'll just kind of like look over at Lando and I'll just be like, "Do you have anything you'd like to say?"
Yeah. These prices, they're too damn high.
So you also do have a charisma based person in your party right now that may or may not be good at persuasion or something
Cromwell.
like that. Just like
Yeah, does somebody?
you have 2 people that have 2 different ways of doing this. Maybe I don't know
I'll
what
let Cromwell
Cromwell's.
do the talking first. I was like, "Laddie."
No, we'll let Lando go first. I want to see how this plays out.
Okay.
Okay.
How
I
about
was
this?
like, no, I'm interested.
He's like, no, let's
What's this
please.
guy's name again?
I'm standing back, please, by all means.
Lathander.
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 Yes.
How about this, Lathander?
Uh-huh,
I knew
uh-huh.
a guy that had a pretty similar name.
Did you?
And he was an asshole. So
Hey, that's
you
something.
know the way that we dealt with that guy, we had a
Uh-huh.
test of strength.
Okay. I'm listening.
Do you know what that is?
What, you want to play tug of war or something?
No, we should do an arm wrestle for a good price
Okay. So I hear
on
what you're
this
saying,
deal.
and I
If
really
I win, we're gonna give you 70 gold, which is 10 per person,
okay.
and we're gonna be able to go whenever we want with, 3 or maybe 4 carts if we're feeling angsty.
You just see him start to chuckle a little bit as you say this. Okay, he's listening.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
And
so,
then that's it.
okay,
Because I'm not gonna lose. So
sure. So he's sitting there. He's like,
Yeah.
all right. But what happens if you lose?
then we give you 11 gold a person.
Hmm.
And then you get to pick when we leave.
No, this doesn't seem to be a very good deal to me. How about this?
7 gold is 7 gold, man. You can do a lot with that.
And you keep lowering the price on me. That's very interesting. Does he know how to count, guys? I don't know if he's understanding how this works.
I reckon he does.
All right. So, couple things, right? So, if we want to go forward with this test of strength, as you call it, if you guys lose, you will pay me 300 gold, and you will leave on my terms. And I won't be the one arm wrestling. I will choose a champion to arm wrestle for me.
That's not fair. Come
You
on,
can-
man,
you
a
can-
man. You're
you-
a dwarf.
You can choose your own champion, good sir. I am a business owner. If you do not want to go against my champion, that is fine with me. I have no problem with it.
You're adding rules to the game.
You made a ridiculous, ludicrous offer. What do you mean? First you said, if you win, it's 10 gold per person, which is, fair. And then you said, if I lose, somehow my price of 210 gold, which is fairly reasonably priced for this area, drops down to 77 gold pieces on a loss on my part.
It drops up.
And he kind of looks at you as you say that. He's like, drops up, and you just see him kind of like you see him kind of like doing some hand motions, and he's just like dropping a coin into his hand. And he's like, but then he grabs it and he like brings it back up. He's like, that doesn't make any sense, good sir.
So after that, I look over to Cromwell and kind of nudge him and say, like, this might be a good time for you to bring some reasonable negotiating in this discussion.
Yeah.
All right.
So
hey, Lathander, you look like you're a tradesman, a fellow tradesman, but who likes a good brawl. Am I correct?
Brawl in what way? Because I will choose a champion, like I said.
I'm not talking about me fighting or you fighting. I'm just talking about a brawl in general.
Could you explain a little bit further what you mean by brawl? Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
Partaking in, say, a war.
Partaking in a war.
How do you feel? How do you feel about? How do you feel about? Say something such as the Mirabar army.
Okay. You're saying you have friends in the Mirabar army, I'm guessing? Are you trying to say they're going
I
to...
have something that I can trade you that may be worth your while and is of significant value that I have obtained from my time in the Mirabar army.
What is this thing you say you have obtained?
First, let me know of your interest, and I'll show you.
Honestly, it really just depends on what this thing you're talking about is. If we're talking about like abstract, dropping things to go back up again, don't know if I'm interested in that necessarily. I like tangibles, like
Nice. Okay.
money.
Just out of character, I actually have no idea if this thing is valuable, and it's most likely not. But
Sure.
I'm gonna take a trophy that I've grabbed from a fallen enemy that I fought in the battlefield. I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna show it to him, and kind of persuade him that this thing is worth value.
Okay.
Probably like 150 gold pieces, maybe.
So what are you taking out? Like, describe what you're taking out for me.
I'm taking out a very shiny, maybe like, I don't know, 8 inches tall of a trophy that's kind of like a sword and shield, and it would be kind of like gold plated with not necessarily diamonds, but some kind of.
Are you saying like a pendant, like an 8-inch pendant that has like a sword and shield on it?
Yeah, but it has like a base to it, so you can just like sit it up on something.
8 inches tall?
Yeah, that's not that tall, is it?
No, that's why I'm trying to figure out like what use he would have for this.
8
Uh,
inches is pretty tall for a pendant.
I
yeah,
feel like 8 inches
8
is
inches
pretty
tall for a pendant. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm trying to think what this could be. Like, can you describe it a little bit better for me? Like, what is its purpose? Maybe is maybe something I should ask. In like that you see that you're trying to present to him. Like, what is its purpose? Are you trying to show him?
What do you mean? What is its purpose?
Like, why is it valuable? What about it makes it valuable as an 8-inch piece of metal?
It's valuable because it's I don't know if it's actual real gold or not, but it's gold and it's bedazzled with hopefully some kind of potential rock that he may find worthwhile.
Okay. So I will say this is probably not worth a lot of money in reality. Like just table talk wise, because you picked it up in the battlefield.
Agreed.
But you're trying to persuade him. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, my attempt is to try to persuade him that this thing is worthwhile for him to drop its price.
Okay, so he's like, can I see that?
I'll let you see it once. You can see it, but you can't hold it.
Interesting. Ooh, this is exciting. Okay, step closer.
I take a step closer.
Yeah, and he starts to look at it. It is pretty, to be fair. It's pretty shiny. It's a golden something placard of some sort, 8 inches long. We'll say like maybe 3 inches wide. It's like an oval kind of thing. It's got a sword and a shield on it, and there are some, like you're saying, some like kind of jewels of some sort along there. He's like, okay. So I need you to roll persuasion for me as he's kind of inspecting this. Or you can like persuasion, deception, performance, whatever you want to do, sort of deal. So you want to go with persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He's like, You know, I like what you're saying. I really do. But you do realize those gems are fake, right?
Say, and I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, yeah, but get this. You can probably swindle this for more money than I'm asking you for. Because someone else may not know the actual values of these gems. You do, because you're such a smart fellow, and I'm trying to kind of talk him up here.
Sure, yeah, you're trying to grease him a little bit.
Right.
He's like, okay, how about this? I will say that is worth 50 gold pieces to a fool. So that drops your price down from 210 to 160.
All right. And what if my buddy Lando here were to beat you in this, say, strength contest?
Then I could see us dropping it down to 70 gold pieces.
And if he loses?
We will up the price to 300 minus the 50 gold there, so it'll be 250.
What about if he loses, we'll stick to the price of, say, 190 gold. 200, just to make that math easy, 210 gold. If he loses.
We read that before.
Yeah,
we're not going back to our original idea.
He dropped it 50. If you
so
win,
160.
He goes to 70.
Yep.
If you lose, it just goes back to his 210. And
Yeah,
we're not at 300.
Which ends up being 160 after the 50 gold
We are
piece.
killing this.
He's
So
like,
it's 70 or 160.
I'm
correct.
trying to be more somewhat reasonable.
Yes, correct. That is currently where you guys are at.
I'll do that.
Okay. And he kind of looks at you guys. Do we have a quorum on this with the 4 of you? He's looking at DQ, Elwarin. Sorry, DQ is not there. BigYin, Cromwell, and Elwarin.
I'll look over at Cromwell and I'll just nod and I'll say, "Hey, that's why I brought you around. I knew you'd be able to make a good bargain."
Okay.
And
Next.
just to confirm, he's still gonna pick his
Champion.
whatever
Yes.
he called it, his champion.
Yes. Oh,
And-
he does say if you give him the like pendant or whatever, it'll be 20 gold because the 50 gold. He will still reduce the 50 gold from the thing.
Wait, what?
So you are offering him the pendant still.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying if you give that plus Lando winning, it will be 20 gold then, because he's doing the 50 gold separate. He will also reduce 50 gold from that. Is what he's trying to say.
Oh,
Or I
see.
can make it
Okay,
21
okay.
gold just to make it easy for you guys. So it's
So
3 gold
it's
per person.
21 gold or 160 gold.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Does that seem
Well-
cool with you guys so far?
Fine by me.
But what I wanted to
Mhm.
just clarify is that if he chooses a champion,
Mhm.
do we still have the option to choose a champion outside, or would it have to be Lando?
No, he's saying you guys can also choose a champion if you
Okay.
decide to. And he says, okay, sorry, continue.
No, that's,
Okay.
that's all.
He's like, Garth, buddy, it's time for you to shine. And you see a buff orc walk. He's like, yes, boss. What can I help you with? He's like, yes, Garth, buddy. We are here for a arm wrestling
Garth.
competition.
God, why doesn't he have to be called Garth?
And then Garth's like, ooh, arm wrestling. And as he puts his arm down, if Llus was here for this, Llus would imagine the spirit that he's been seeing in his dreams, but stronger. It's a buff orc.
Does this orc have glasses as well?
No glasses. He looks like he's like a barbarian or fighter of some sort. Like
Okay.
he is
Dude,
a
I traded my muscles for glasses, man.
yes, he is for glasses. That's exactly what
Can I-
happened.
Can I like perceive?
Sure.
Like, can I check how like
How strong he seems?
intelligent? No, intelligent.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Insight, I would guess I would say this would be.
Okay.
Which I think is also wisdom based, so it should be fine for you. Ooh. He doesn't seem stupid. Like he has like an average-ish intelligence. Like if we wanted to do it on like a number scale, probably between like 10 and 12, somewhere around there. Like average-ish. Probably closer to 10 than 12.
Okay.
So he
my
does
idea-
look stronger than Lando.
Okay. Well, my idea was I wanted to
Mhm.
talk to him.
Sure.
I guess we can. I don't know if that's something we should table talk or not. But my idea was to talk to him and try to convince him that if he doesn't use his full strength, and he ends up losing the battle, we will give him that shiny trophy, and I would talk to him in orc. So.
Oh, look
understand.
at this. I like it. Okay. So you're going to talk to an orc and tell him if he throws the match, you guys will give him a pendant?
The shiny pendant, hoping that he is not smart enough to know that this is super valuable.
Ooh,
Got it.
that's genius.
Got it. I like this. All right, go ahead and what do you say to him? I like this. And then you're going to roll a persuasion.
Persuasion.
Or I guess, what are you trying to like, how are you trying to get him to do that, right? Like, are you like trying to persuade him to do this? Are you trying to like bribe him? Are you trying to like intimidate him? Like, what kind of like, think about like, I guess in a roll situation, what kind of roll are you trying to make to do this? And depending on what you say, the bar will be lower or higher depending on how you present it.
Yeah, so I guess my approach would be not intimidation, definitely not. It would be more of like, I guess it would be persuasion, because I want to like, I'll tell him about this shiny pendant that we're offering up, and just kind of convincing him that if he loses the fight, yeah, that's really what I would say, what I just said before, you know.
Mhm.
If he ends up losing, we will hand him the pendant, and it will be his own, and he can make money with it.
Okay. So I guess that's persuasion based off how you described it to me.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like it would make any difference on my end, really,
Sure.
because
Like I said, I was trying to give you the like an option to like switch that up for whatever works best for you.
yeah, but even with other options, I mean, my strengths are not really
Yeah, that's fine. I was just trying to
ideal
help
for
you.
this scenario.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
I know,
yeah.
but I'm trying to, but it's not like
Yeah,
anything
you're
that
good,
would
you're good.
really make sense of
Yeah.
this.
So with what you said, it's a medium. So you're looking for roughly a 15.
Okay, gotta try my luck now, I guess.
Hey, you did it just like that. Cool. So the orc does seem interested. He speaks back to you in orc, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't expect a wood elf to speak my language. How delightful. So you see, the only issue I currently have with this is, Lathander treats me well. So, like, is there anything else you can do to spice this pot up? I mean, that looks like a nice, but is there anything else, like, any good words you could put in for me when you get to Red Larch or anything like that? Just when I go visit the town, because I am also a cart. I run one of the carts also. So I would be one of the people driving the cart for you guys on the way to Red Larch.
I'll tap Elwarin on the shoulder and
so you
ask
wouldn't
him,
know. You wouldn't. Oh,
no, I'm just gonna
okay.
say, what are you saying, laddie? I'm trying to understand what's going on.
Sure.
Well, the question is like, if I talk to BigYin now, Lathander's not gonna hear us, right? I mean, we're pretty. I'm just.
So you'd have to like whisper, like you guys have to be like whispering in each other's ears, and I would say he wouldn't be able to hear. Yes. But like if you're like talking like a normal conversation, he is like within like 5
I
6 feet. I
also speak Elvish, by the way, Elwarin.
Ooh, I like this language you guys are using.
So you're asking me in Elvish?
Yeah,
what we're
I'm asking
talking
him in
about.
Elvish.
I like
I'll
this, guys.
Look at him,
Good
I'll
job.
look at him and I'll brush off the old Elvish and I say, laddie, what's going on? What are you trying to convince the orc of? I saw you gesture at the medallion.
Yeah, he seemed pretty strong, and I didn't want to take any chances. So I was offering him that we would give him the pendant if he loses the arm wrestle. But he's looking for a little more. Like he's mentioning maybe put in a good word for him in Red Larch or something of that sort.
No, that's a good idea. Well, we could talk to the bathhouse owner. They're always looking for supplies, I reckon. Put in a note there. We do have the note, but that note's directly meant for us.
I don't know if anybody of you guys know he has this note. I think only Lando knows he has this.
Yeah,
note.
no, we don't know about the snail bit, and that's like that is the last thing in the corner. I'm not even gonna bring up the snail.
Sure.
I think it was more referring to the note that we still have from. What was her name? To give us a go.
From the air cultists.
Yeah.
But that note's for us, laddie. That's.
Are you talking about the love letter?
Yeah, Crom, what are you talking about here, buddy?
Oh, I was referring to the note from what's his name? Alaskar, whatever his name is.
Alaskar?
No.
So you wouldn't know he has.
What if I give him?
No,
what if I give him?
I thought I did, but if that's not common knowledge,
I mean, like I said,
I don't want to metagame it.
Yeah, I don't think he told anybody. But I mean, if you guys try doing table talk, that's fine. I don't mind that.
Okay.
What if we find a way to give him Brooke's love letter?
I don't know how that would play, but.
We can just tell him like it's something really meaningful, and maybe we'll just bullshit this guy and just be like, hey, like this dude's the next big thing, and like this is like the type of shit that he write. Like let's like tell this guy this dude was Shakespeare, and this is this type of shit he would write. He won't be able to read it. Who cares?
I do need a timeout. You guys need to understand Brooke's intelligence level. Like remember his intelligence, right? Like so, how poetic do you think this? Okay, got it. No, you're good.
No, I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
No,
it's not meant to be a good play, but it's a play.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's really creative. Really creative. I like it. I just wanted to.
I'm literally using what I got.
Sure. Yeah. No, I like it. Like I said, I like it.
It's okay.
I like it.
I'll look at Elwarin and I'll say, "Aye, we can work with that. Tell him that we've actually come into some good favor with the town, and if he does throw the match on top of the pendant, we'll name him as a reliable transporter, and see if we can get him a bit more favorable business on favorable terms amongst the tavern owners,
better tips,
shopkeepers. Aye.
Better tips from travelers,
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea. So I'll turn back to the orc and tell him that.
Explain that we've gained, and explain to him that we've basically gained favor. We've earned some favorable reputation.
Sure. Yeah. So he seems amicable in this transaction. So cool. So we're gonna put a pause there. I know, really, really spicy moment. But we're gonna move on over to Womford, and I don't want to like split you guys up, so I'm just gonna move you guys all as a group, so everybody can see what Womford looks like. Because I think it's more fun this way. Cool. So you guys kind of make your way. There's a bridge south of here that you guys cross from the barge right in, and you guys are walking around town. What are you looking for? Oh, sorry. And as you guys approach, you see Sholar's ship sitting at this dock here. I'll draw a little thing for you guys. Just they're chilling over there somewhere. That's where their boat's currently docked. So what you guys like to do? We've got DQ, Ulrich, and Llus on this adventure.
At the blue square.
No, you guys are just down south here. You guys are just walking into town. The bridge was further down south. Like, you can tell this is kind of where the barge right in, like, little area is. So the bridge is a little bit further down south, and you guys are just walking up right now here. And I'm just saying you guys can see from this area here that that's where Sholar's boat is, because it's the biggest boat on the dock.
Okay. So going to the boat.
Which boat? Where are you going, I guess? There's a bunch of boats on the dock here.
Oh, we're going the one we recognize, right?
Okay, cool. So you're gonna head over to Sholar's.
Do we recognize it?
I mean, yeah, like I said, it's the biggest boat, and you guys were just on it the night before. I would be shocked if you wouldn't remember what the boat was on, like, because you were on it for an entire day.
I mean, some of us are sleeping. I don't know.
I mean, I was just gonna give it to you, but if you want to make some rolls for it, you could. I was just saying, because like it's literally the biggest boat that you have ever been on, and it's the biggest boat on the dock. So yeah, like these are like small little fishing boats.
On the dock.
Okay, cool. So you head over to Sholar's boat. He's like, "Oi, how's it going, guys? Find everything you need at barge, right? You need to ride back over to do you guys need me to drop you off midway point to get to Red Larch? Like, is this too far down south?"
Wait, he dropped us off at Red Larch?
No, he said he'd drop you off at the barge, right? He said, but you guys had talked about dropping them off like on the river, like kind of in between these 2 points, so it's closer to Red Larch, or you're just a straight walk. Mm-hmm. But you guys thought of taking a cart from barge, right? Because it's faster.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we were actually hoping to go to Womford.
You're here.
It's not Womford. We're in Womford.
You are in Womford, yes. Sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear. I thought the top thing saying Village of Womford was...
Yeah. No, I didn't scroll up all the way.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. We're in Womford.
Yeah, you're already here. So you can retcon something if that's not what you wanted to do, knowing this is Womford.
Okay. No, knowing it's Womford, we're here to look for books. Well,
yes.
I guess we can stop by and say hi.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know where we can find some books around here? Looking for a bookstore.
Bookstore, huh? There's Terrago Supplies. They have some books, I think. There's a church. Books in a church. I don't know if they sell books in a church, honestly. Between you and me, I just hear people steal from the church. But don't be spreading that around too much. He's like, huh? I mean, no, I had some books at one point. I have a couple left. Like, I'd be willing to sell them to you, I guess, if they're of interest.
Sure. Can we take a look?
Sure. He takes you guys down, and you notice these are volumes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Dude. We just didn't ask this guy. All right. Actually, yes. They're of high interest to us. Oh, sorry, not high interest to us.
You don't say.
Oh, I'm muted.
Why are these of interest to you? Sorry, do you want to hop in here, DQ?
No, you're good. You're good.
It's like, why are these of interest to you? These are just some books I picked up from a guy. What makes these so interesting?
I've got some others that are similar, and I'm trying to put the set together.
You don't say. Let me guess. You bought one off Valivo in the Red Larch.
Maybe.
I did sell him one.
You know that.
because you sold it to him.
Perfect.
Oh.
Like he's the one who has the books and he's been selling these books, right? So he sold the fifth copy over to.
Yeah, I knew that. It was just testing.
Got it. He's like, You know, these do cost a pretty penny when I'm selling them. A lot of different people seem to want these. These are actually kind of already spoken for at a Yartar. But I mean, if you can beat their price, I could part ways with it, I'm sure.
What's Yartar?
So Yartar is a major port city here. I'll bring us back onto the map. Maybe I didn't do a good description of this. Apologies.
Yartar is it's a major port city on the river. It's effectively kind of like almost a pirate city. It's where it's where the guy who's in charge of the water fort, the river fort that we booked passage through, was based out of originally. His force contracted with DQ's dad as a kind of a Brownwater Navy / Erstats kind of marine force to help in the raiding of the Lizardfolk clan, in conjunction with the water cultists. They generally, from what I understand of description, they generally oversee most of the traffic of this section of the river, and exact tolls for anyone not trading under their aegis.
Sort of, yeah. So Yartar is one of the biggest port cities in this half of the Sword Coast. Waterdeep being the biggest, and then Neverwinter and Luskan being two of the other ones. But they're along the ocean. Yartar is the biggest river trade city. And so they are you guys probably know they're a stronghold of interesting trade deals, we'll say. Are
we talking like a Hut Narshad, like the Narshada like Narshada in the Star Wars universe, like a most wretched hive of scum and villainy?
Not necessarily. I mean, there's regular people that live there, but yeah, like there are the water lords of Yartar that kind of rule Yartar and all of their trade. So from what Shalar told you, he goes between the water cultist hideout to Bardraite and Womford, and then up to Yartar, and then kind of that's his route for the most part, and that's where he keeps safe, and he makes trade deals and secures free trade and tax-free trade, etc., hidden away from the Lord's Alliance. So that's where, so you just know Yartar is a major port city for river trade, which is on the river you guys are currently on.
Okay.
Back here.
All right. Well, how much is Yartar offering? Or your contacts in Yartar offering?
Yeah, and he kind of just smiles. He's like, 100 gold pieces a book.
100 gold pieces a book.
The books are hard to come by, and I guess people really like these books. Funny enough, the same gentleman actually bought the first 4 volumes. I happen to have sold the 5th one before he got to make an offer on that one, but I'm sure he'd really like to have a full set.
That seems very popular. Which volumes do they have?
So, yeah, how many?
6 through
Yeah.
10.
So 6 through 10 are on the boat. The guy in Yartar has 1 through 4, and Useless currently has 5.
Right. Okay.
How much do you like that book, Useless?
What do you mean that book? There's a lot of books.
No, how much do you like your book, the one that you currently possess?
I like it quite a bit.
Okay. I'm willing to give some money to get you twice the enjoyment. You see what
Or
just saying.
we
Or
could also do some persuasion.
we could, but
Are you guys persuasive is the question.
I want to show how much money I have.
You won't have much money after this.
Yeah, but
Dude, here's the thing: money in hand is worth more than money in the future.
True. Or money that's in a book that may or may not be able to be sold again.
I didn't mean to put my
Exactly.
foot down. Got so used to doing it.
Hey, if you guys want, you can throw your characters on there. I wasn't thinking about it because
I didn't even need to know. I was trying to open up my character sheet and I just habitually dragged it on.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
I mean, what do we bargain with? Like, it's not like we exactly have a whole lot of goodwill left.
So, right, so like
I
this
don't
guy...
really have any info to give. I don't know what he'd want.
You think about like favors or like, you know, maybe magical things you could do for him. Think along those lines, right? Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be money.
Labor.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Maybe labor, but like, you know, just think along those lines. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't have to be money. Like, if you want it to be money, that's cool, but you probably don't have enough money to buy all of these volumes of books that he has, because that's 600 gold just for what the other person's buying it for, which is an exorbitant amount.
Between us, we probably do, but I'm stingy. So.
Sure, yeah. So what I'm saying is like,
I just got this money.
Yeah, he just got money.
Yeah.
Don't make Ulrich do anything.
Right, it's a bit more than I was expecting.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, this guy's he's like, okay, all right. I like you guys. You guys were cool on the boat. You made my life easy. You didn't make me stop like midway and drop you off. So I'll give you this. All right, free charge. He's a lord. Did you catch that? He's a lord of Yardtar. That's why he's got so much money. Yeah.
Any kind of task we can maybe do to make your life a little more easy?
Ooh, you want to do a favor for him?
For you.
Yeah.
For you.
For you. Get a bit of a discount.
Oh, okay. Do you have any way to get me free labor?
Free labor.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm right here.
No, I mean like for good.
Oh, like yeah, continuous. Well,
Yes.
You want us to kidnap someone?
I'm not. Whoa, that's a leap
Ulrich,
you've made there, Ulrich.
How's slavery around here? I don't know.
Not
bad.
Not
bad.
yeah,
I was gonna
it's
say,
real
Ulrich,
bad.
I think you of all people joking about kidnapping.
I was not joking.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I did not read that tone. So my apologies.
Yeah, slavery is a no-go for the Free People's like Alliance, right? You can obviously find like bad places, like you could probably find like a bad area in Luskin or like a bad area in Yartar or Waterdeep, wherever that have slaves, but it's typically frowned upon. Like nobody has them anymore. It was a thing of the past.
So you just want us to hire someone for you?
Yeah, sure.
It's like your scouts.
And he kind of looks at Useless. He's like, or if you've got another way to get me free labor.
Conjure up some BS.
I mean, I'm sure I can find some recently departed that can help you out, but that's not permanent.
So yeah, so you want to take a time out here? I don't know, or because the thing he wants
It's
to.
a little weird that he knows
Sure.
that you're a necromancer.
Sure.
There's a bit more going on here.
I assume he like just knows I could summon shit probably.
Didn't we just meet this guy?
Yeah, he just sees that he's a wizard.
He does not know much about
No,
this.
he. So when you say like a recently departed, he's taken aback. He's like, whoa, huh? See, I was thinking you were just gonna charm someone and put them on my boat, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, you're working for me now.
Basically sounds like kidnapping, by the way. Wanna...
I listen.
You're circumventing the whole kidnapping word, aren't you?
Of course. I mean, that's not looked up. That's not good. You don't want to be kidnapping folks. But I mean,
You're right.
How about this? Like, assuming they get like employment on this boat, like, can we maybe persuade someone that living on this boat's far better than their current predicament?
That if you could do that, I have a contract ready that just says I pay for their food and board. Maybe give them a silver here and there when we land. That sounds great to me. I pay these luggards 5 silver a day, and it's burning a hole in my pocket. These guys barely do anything. Hell, we don't even fight very often.
Okay.
And what do we get out of it?
Cheaper price on the books.
Cheaper?
I
How
heard
much?
3 recently.
We're giving you a
How-
man.
How many? No. So listen.
Not necessarily a man, Ulrich. Just want to make sure that's clear.
He's like, listen. One person does not equate 100 gold pieces in my pocket.
I
just need you to
it
understand
does
that.
eventually.
You're
Sure.
valuable. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sure.
there's,
Eventually, right? But typically, before we get to that point, I usually drop them off back at, the place we were at previously, and they get to work there.
What kind of discount are we looking at here?
Your stratagem is interesting to me, Mister.
And he's in there. He's
No,
like,
hey, I think he's saying that he like trains criminals.
"Hey, someone's getting down what he's putting down. Somebody's picking it up." He's like,
So this dude is a bad dude.
He wants us to kidnap someone so we can make him a criminal. Yeah, I got
Correct.
it.
He's not a great
Well,
person.
maybe
guys.
maybe Womford is a prisoner around here. Maybe I'll arrange something.
hitting the nail on the head right there, guys.
My moral compass could go either way on this one.
Yikes! That doesn't tell me good things about you guys. He's like, I could probably knock off 50 gold a person.
Hey, useless. 50 gold a person.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
What you mean?
Your person's only worth 50 gold to you?
Yeah.
I don't think he's only worth 50. I'm just
I mean,
saying.
he's like, hold up, all right. If you get me like a really good person, maybe 75. I mean, and like someone who's better than me at fighting, 100 gold easy.
You mean 75 gold a book, right?
I got a better idea.
Oh, he's saying 75 gold off, like
No,
off
I
the
know.
price.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
I whisper and
Yeah, and I'm saying
Per book, right?
Yes, per book.
I'm assuming I'm
Oh,
standing
okay.
here like Ulrich and useless, right? I'm gonna just whisper and be like, he's alone, right? Do you think we could just like?
He's not alone. See here, I will.
He's not-
Sorry,
okay, I just wanna make
you were
sure.
not
Yeah,
here
no.
last time.
I wasn't sure. Yeah,
no worries,
that's
no
right.
worries. Let's move.
I'll
this
recon
real
that.
quick.
Recon that. Yeah, okay.
So this is the boat, and obviously you guys are.
Okay, as long as I was gonna say if he was alone, I was like, let's just do this. But
I mean, you guys could. I mean, probably could.
I know.
But sorry, you're there. You're gone.
no, that
we're good. That's not what I'm doing now. I was just
yeah.
throwing out
This
an idea.
is currently the situation.
That's my fault for not being.
you're right.
honest.
And I'm like, we're not gonna. I'm not willing to kidnap a person. You think I'm gonna kill him for some books?
I'll kill him, just beat him senseless.
Alright, sure.
But these are the people on the boat. Sorry, I didn't make a map for them being at the dock. That's on me.
I can't say I'm particularly amenable to
Er,
that, given we're not.
Sorry,
we didn't walk in here with that intention.
take this back.
I mean, I didn't walk in there with the intention, but the
There-
idea that this guy just
There are that many
shady.
people. There are that many people on the boat. Sorry, three of
guy's
them
just
went off.
shady. I mean, obviously, we'd be doing a service almost. Of
Three of them went off to the city. It seems like. to
Well,
trying to.
how long are you gonna be in port?
He's like,
We got some time to think about this.
yeah.
You're asking a pretty steep
Oh,
price here.
yeah, no, totally understand. And hey, man, if you just want to buy one book for 100 gold, I'm totally okay with that. I will just tell the guy that, hey, somebody came in with a better offer. I like you guys, so I'll let you do it at cost with that guy. You know what I mean? He is a lord, so I gotta be a little careful. He's like, yeah, no, you guys, we're gonna be here for like about 2 days. Get the ship loaded up, and we'll head back out.
All right. Well, we'll think about it.
Okay. No worries. Yeah, feel free to come back. I'd love to do some business with you guys.
Cool.
And then once we get off the boat and like well away.
Sure, we'll say you guys make it to like St. Jeremy statue area, which is many feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I am against kidnapping,
Here,
and I am against slave labor.
I'll move you over here just so everybody's aware where they're at.
However, how do we feel about theft?
I mean, since I grew up, since kind of my thing, so I'm not against it. I've been doing
I'm
it
not opposed to
to
it.
survive, so I
It
understand.
is the stingiest option available, so yeah, I'm down.
I am very much willing to do this. In fact, I'd be delighted, Ulrich, almost.
So you guys would know this in game, like your characters would know this. Like if you ask around the docks, you can find out kind of like when like watch shifts are happening. You can like kind of like view
Consider
and
that,
kind of get an idea of that. And then you can also find out and like ask folks that have been around, like how many people are typically like awaken on watch per ship. If you ask nicely and maybe line some pockets and stuff like that.
Issue I was gonna say we'd have to like, because I was like, you asking those questions just automatically makes you sus, right? Oh, when are they watching their ship?
Sure, yeah. So I was saying you gotta be a little like sneaky with it and like maybe line some pockets so they don't talk. You know what I mean? But like you guys would know this, especially you, DQ. You would definitely know like you can get information out of people pretty easily. And Ulrich, you've been around the block. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
I can sell my familiar. You can take what. You can watch it.
Correct. You could definitely do that as well. Yes.
All right. Yeah. I'll have my familiar.
So,
scope it out.
Where are you gonna put your familiar to watch this? I love the idea of a small little ethereal goblin just wandering around.
Oh my god! Put him under a bush or something. My god.
Or I mean, it doesn't have to be a goblin. It can be like a normal like creature, like a rat.
Oh no! It is a goblin with a very long tongue.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes, I like this.
So, with that in mind, if we're gonna do that, where are we gonna go? Well, this familiar of yours.
Well,
I mean, he's fucking intangible. Like, what are they gonna do to him?
Yeah, he just can't touch anything. He just can't touch anything.
I'm thinking we could get a little backup plan and use some of Llus' little newfound powers. As I sort of gaze over at the giant graveyard.
The giant church with the giant crypt area, the giant graveyard around it. Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Are the undead going to be able to tell us what's going on?
You give him an undead.
That was the first thing. It's not gonna be permanent though, right?
He doesn't know that.
Maybe he doesn't. Yeah.
Well, the problem is I thought maybe I'm wrong. Did you not say that though to him, or did he?
No, he implied that we could. Yeah.
I like this idea.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
In character, Llus never said, but that's not going to be permanent. You know that, right? He never said that.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Could you someone recently departed?
Yeah, you could definitely.
And then the guy's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "We just changed the subject."
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's do that.
Wait, we're gonna try to get him some undead slave labor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many of your little
he can summon
monstrosities?
He can summon 4, right? You have 2 level 3 spell slots, useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can summon a total of 4 currently.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I can try to do that. Who's got the silver tongue?
How long do those things last?
24 hours.
We'll be long gone by then.
Yeah. So it should be noted, like, they just lose control after 24 hours. They still exist.
Yeah.
He just standing there.
Whether or not they actually could control them is up to them. So we're not necessarily lying when we say they're permanent.
I like this double talk that we're doing. Double speaking.
Yeah.
I'm all aboard. Let's just dupe somebody. They suck, honestly. So.
Sure. So yeah. So you guys have currently 2 plans, is what I'm getting. The first plan is, I'm guessing, is your first plan. You can obviously let me know. Is to try to steal the books, and then the second plan is, if that doesn't work or doesn't seem to be feasible, it is 4 skeleton or zombies. I would recommend skeletons because zombies stink.
Yeah.
Are going to be in his employ.
Right.
And you guys will be getting X amount of money off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Per book.
Okay. So let's go with the attempted theft plan first, and if that doesn't work, then we'll.
I mean, either way, we gotta wait till like nighttime.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, you can go ahead and raise the dead during the day. You don't know how that'll go forward with the town.
Yeah,
but
like I said, we gotta wait till nighttime.
Y'all be free to do what you want to do.
So how about this? Like we raise the dead regardless.
Okay.
We'll,
all right.
So we do that. We do it at nighttime. While DQ's raiding the ship, then we get in position. So on the off chance things go awry, we technically have an army of skeletons to back us up.
True. 4
or
7.
Depending on how else it goes.
Yeah, and then depending on how that pans out, we're either coming to help, or we're gonna bust our friend out. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, like, what I mean is like, oh no, I can't believe somebody tried to rob you. We brought some help. Skeleton.
Right.
Or, oh no, our friend DQ is in a lot of trouble. We gotta knock some heads.
Excellent.
Yeah,
like
we could say he has a very large debt he needs to pay off.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I guess you two are talking fairly like jovially about summoning skeletons. I mean, obviously Llus is okay with that, but like Ulrich, DQ, are you guys cool with him just having skeletons around after your guys' experience in the cave? I just want to check, just do like a little like sanity check on your guys' characters.
Ulrich would have no problem as long as he's aware of it happening.
Okay, all right, I like that. DQ.
I mean, he wouldn't want to be working with skeletons.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's what
Sure.
I was about to say.
Oh, okay, all right.
From
As
my
long as
standpoint.
we're
As long as
leaving
I-
them on a boat.
Got
Yeah.
it. As long as you don't have to deal with it on a day-to-day basis, you're okay with it.
Yeah, I'm not
Got
living
it.
with this thing. Like, it's not my
Okay.
new roommate.
Fair. Hey, I just wanted to gauge your guys' feelings on
Frank
this.
idea, though.
Yeah, I like it. That was really ingenious. I like it. So are you guys going to do anything else in this town? It's a fairly small town. Looks like it's mostly farms, as you can kind of tell by the map. There's obviously this big church for St. Oswald.
I do want to check out the supply store.
Sure, yeah.
Yup.
There's a supply store there. There is a blacksmith shop, it looks like, mostly for horses. Looks from you guys can take a guess at the town. They got a lot of like draft horses that they use to like plow fields and stuff like that. There is an inn up north that you guys, I believe, stayed at on your guys' way up. The Spitfire Inn, and there's a dock, and there's it looks like a restaurant on the sea, but you're not 100% sure what's going on there. So yeah, what would you like to do? And obviously you see a statue to Saint Jeremy. I guess a saint in this world. You're not sure to like which deity or like which kind of religious order that these people are following for Saint. Or I guess you could roll religion if you really cared, but there's nothing quite obvious about it that says like which religion it's for.
I don't fuck with that.
Sure, man, that's fair. Cool. So
I'm more interested in the supplies.
yeah. So you guys are heading over to the supply shop. Cool, we'll do that. So we'll do the supply shop, and then we'll head back over to the crew about to do a arm wrestling competition. So cool. You head into the supply shop. It is a regular looking shop. They've got regular swords and shields. Looks like they've got like rations if you need to purchase those. Just like your run-of-the-mill general goods shop, pretty much. Like if you're playing like an
If
MMO,
they have
it's
books
a.
anyways.
They have some books, yes. They've got some books on tailoring and how to skin a animal, like like survival kind of stuff. Like if you're out roughing it, you want these books to like know how to like be out roughing it. They have a couple books regarding the Church of Lathander, and they have one book regarding the Church of Light, which is different from Lathander.
Interesting. Well,
Not
Megan
too
said
many.
he wanted books on animals, but I think he knows how to live in the wild, so we'll just pass on these.
Sure. You guys want to buy like any items, right? Like you guys want to purchase any rations or any like crossbow bolts or arrows or disguise kits, any like just day-to-day stuff you guys might want to have.
Yeah. I want to get 3 bags of caltrops.
Okay. I gotta look up the cost for all these things now. 1 second.
You said be prepared.
I know, and I was prepared, and then I lost my my like computer restarted on me, so I lost all my stuff. Sorry guys, 1 second.
Caltrops.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
What others?
Hey, cool. Yeah, so
They're like spiky triangles that you throw on the ground, and any creature that enters the area that you throw them has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw or their movement speed stops.
and they can take damage.
And they take damage.
It's not a lot of damage, but they take damage.
Right.
The key is the half movement speed for most people, I think.
You ever play Plants vs. Zombies? No, I'm just kidding.
It actually reduces their movement speed unless they gain health by 10 feet.
It's pretty crazy. So that's gonna be 1 gold piece per bag of 20. So how many bags of 20 are you buying?
3.
Okay, so it's 3 gold pieces.
Okay. And then I don't know if this is going to be on your list, but I would like 2 bags of ball bearings.
Ball bearings 5e. Yeah, it's also 1 gold piece each.
Sick.
And that's 1,000 ball bearings.
Yeah.
So you want 2 bags of 1,000 ball bearings. Okay, You were clinking and jingling before. You're definitely jingling a little bit more now with all this shit.
I can't get more disadvantage.
No, you can't. You can't get more disadvantage. I just want to let you know in character, you now jingle a little bit more than you did before.
Yeah,
I just want you
fine.
to be aware.
And then 4 bottles of oil.
Okay. That will be 1 silver piece each.
So I'm assuming this place doesn't have weapons, right?
10 bottles of oil.
So it's 1 gold piece.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice having money?
It is.
Money is great.
Oh, now, Ulrich. Don't go spend it at all.
I'm like, Ulrich is in Gary. Alright, I got candles, I got some of the wax, I got oil, caltrops, I think.
You want some pittance?
Yeah.
You want some rope?
Well, I got some of that, a hammer.
You want some flour? Some bags of flour?
You know what? If I could get a pound of flour, actually.
Oh, I didn't actually think about this. All right.
Actually, yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be not super expensive because it's a
Yeah.
mining town, but I could be wrong.
Copper.
Right? Yeah. So how much are you getting?
1 pound.
1 pound of flour. We're gonna say that just costs you 1 gold piece.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I take that back.
Expensive
It's
flour.
one silver piece. Sorry, let me take that back. 1 silver piece. I misread.
Okay.
1 silver piece.
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
And as you kind of like buy that, she's surprised you purchase. She's like, "Oh, wow! I didn't think you're gonna buy the flour. It's pretty expensive out here."
Well, we're starting to see some pretty strange things out there, so gotta be prepared.
Yeah, we've had some flour shortages, hence the increase in price. I apologize, but that's just kind of state of affairs.
Why?
Oh,
Aren't
we've
you
had
a trading town?
you think that. We haven't had too many things come this way to stay here. A lot of things are leaving the town because you can get more money for it up the river because we're pretty poor out here. Most of us are farmers or, run our establishments as it were. But yeah, there was some talk of giants coming down from the south up here, and it scared some of the farmhands away. So the crops have been not doing well, let's just say. So we haven't had as much flour to go around as we typically do.
Well, I got good news for you. We are in the business of killing giants.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. Haven't seen any, to be fair. It was just stories from wagons and merchants coming up from the south of us. They were just saying there's giant sightings. But I do appreciate that you're going to be here for how long?
Quite a while.
It's
Quite
hard
a
to
while,
say.
Ulrich.
Hard to say how long we're gonna be here.
Well, I will feel secure knowing you're around for as long as that is. And you just
You got any cloth, like a
kind of cloth looking for?
just your cheapest, maybe like a hemp or something.
Yeah, we can do a yard for 5 copper pieces.
Yeah, let's go with we'll round that up. Math.
You're just saying this thing, Jared. She's like,
Yeah.
huh?
20 yards. Let's go 20 yards.
20 yards. Okay. So I think that comes up to 10 silver pieces, or 10 silver pieces.
One gold.
1 gold, yes. 1 gold, yes. That is what it comes out to. And she's like, well, you just cleaned me out of hemp. Those people are gonna have to start using like regular cloth from now on. By the way, what are you planning on using with 20 yards of hemp cloth?
Nothing right now.
All right. Hey, fair enough. As long as you want the options, I like it.
Exactly. That's what all this is for.
I will say, if you do like a crit fail on something, one of the bags of ball bearings might rip.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, like if you're doing something spicy, just as a heads up. If you like, if it's not in your backpack, like if it's like in your, like, on your side. Yeah, don't do that. Maybe.
Oh no, I'm not gonna have it on my waist.
How would you have access to it?
I suppose that makes sense. I don't know.
I'm just letting you know, like, I'm just letting you know, like,
logistics.
depending on like where you put it,
Yeah.
certain things could go awry. Is what I'm trying to say.
That's fair.
Yeah, just because you have so much of them.
I do have a lot.
Yeah, that's and that's the only reason why I bring it up, because you have 3 bags of caltrops and 2 bags of 1,000 ball bearings. So that's all I wanted.
We can do anything, guys. We're unstoppable now.
Literally, yes, you could be unstoppable. You guys could walk into an orc like encampment and just drop ball bearings and caltrops and be like, "What's up, bitches?" You guys might just they might just drop their weapons. Who knows?
So all right, that'll tide me over for a while. Thank you for your help.
Thank you very much. You really just made me all the money I was probably gonna make today, so I really do appreciate that.
Well, I got good news for you. My friend DQ here is looking to make some purchases as well.
Oh, hell yeah. What can we do for you, DQ?
Well, I wasn't sure exactly what type of supplies you'd have here. I was looking for more of been using the same dagger and rapier for a while, and I was looking more for like a weapon shop. Do you guys got that type of stuff?
No, but I do got some like standard daggers and standard weapons in the back. Got a couple of each. Nothing like special.
Nothing too spicy special. I mean, I did get a new bow recently, so I think I'll be fine. I was just curious.
Sure.
You know, the grip on this rapier recently just.
I can regrip that for you.
Can you? That would be well. That's what I'm looking for. That.
Yeah, that'll cost you 2 copper. I can do it real quick for you right here.
That's perfect.
Cool. And you kind of hand over your rapier, and you just see her go out, get some grip tape out, and like with methodical speed, like this person's done this a lot. Within like a minute or 2, it's fully regripped. And that 2 copper. Yeah, and that 2 copper seems like it just covered materials. Like she wasn't charging you for like the time it was going to take her to wrap it, because it was no time at all for her.
Wow, quite an impressive dexterity you got there.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, I've been using my fingers and using my hands for a long time. She's like, go ahead and test that grip out for me if you don't mind.
Feels a little firm, but I think
you'll break that in. Yeah,
I'll break that in.
You'll break that in a little bit. Yeah, it's just to make sure that your hand doesn't slip. That's the key. I just want to make sure your hand wasn't slipping.
Yeah, I could see myself doing that in its previous condition. So
excellent. I'm glad to hear that. You need anything else from me?
No, I think that'll do it.
Okay.
I was just looking.
Cool. She thanks you guys for coming in. She's like, if y'all are in town again later today or tomorrow, feel free to stop by. I got plenty of things still.
Sounds great. We'll be on our way, I think, guys. All right, let's just walk outside.
So you guys are heading outside, and we will go back to the arm wrestling competition. Dun, dun, dun. We got Garth and Lando sitting across from each other on a table. Lando is standing. Garth is on one knee because of the height differential. And their hands are locked. Are y'all taking bets?
Wait,
hold on.
Sorry.
We were not here. We were still trying to convince this guy.
No, he said he's down.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he's cool with that.
I was gonna suggest we cheat.
How are you gonna cheat more than you guys are already cheating?
Yeah,
I'm just asking, like, how are you gonna cheat more? How are you gonna cheat more?
I don't know. I thought like find some way to make me stronger.
Maybe. Do you guys have anything to make him stronger?
Okay, yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Okay. I'm gonna ask everyone to huddle together real quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the spell Bless.
Oh,
which
I like it.
Will give. I'm gonna give it to me and Lando. It says up to 3 creatures, but I don't think anyone else needs it, right?
I mean, you might as well give it to someone else.
Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Okay, I'll give it to Elwarin.
So as you guys are grouped up, you kind of hear Garth and Lathander kind of talking quietly and close together, like you guys are.
He's gonna tell him.
So based off of what Elwarin's kind of talk with him, it seems like he's pretty happy with your guys' deal. Like he doesn't look like he's about to squeal on y'all.
and I'm just going to remind the group that if we end up winning, we're just got to make sure that he's not expecting us to, because he offered us the 50 off on the lore, like if we win, but since we're going to keep the plate, we're just going to give him the 70.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, he was just saying, like, if you still want to give him the plate, he's just going to take 50 gold off, is what he's going to say.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, just in case he brings up the plate, we just say, like, no, we're just going to give him the 70, so we're all on the same page. We're not going to get the plate away.
That's fine. Cool. Excellent. Sweet. So you guys, do anything else?
No, I don't.
Go get him, Lando.
Cool.
Oh, okay. So this is gonna be a strength check or a strength saving throw?
I was gonna have you roll athletics.
What?
Do you not like athletics? I thought this was
I feel like why wouldn't it be just like a strength?
It could just be pure strength. I'll let you choose. It can be either pure strength or it can be athletics. Up to you.
Well, they're both 3.
Athletics would be the same, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he was proficient in athletics, he'd get the bonus of the proficiency.
Okay, so I'll do athletics.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and make your roll.
Nice.
He's gonna
26.
He's gonna have 22.
Oh,
you have to roll the d4. You probably won't be able to beat this though. Yeah, there's no way he beats this. Yeah. So you guys are going at it, and
man, I would have just won.
Maybe, yeah. So you do realize he's not putting in all his effort, right?
No, I know, but what if we had actually fought? You can't just be like, oh, I rolled bad, so he didn't put in his effort, you know? You roll how you roll.
No, like, I reduced the modifier.
Oh.
The roll is fine. I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at this roll normally. I just reduced the modifier that he had.
Shucks.
He had a +5 modifier. It was a 2.5. I just rounded that to 2.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So you guys are just like, you guys are going at it, and like, Lathander's like, yeah, Garth, go. Yeah, let Garth go. And Garth's like, Urgh. And you guys are like kind of at a deadlock, right? And then he winks at you, and he's like, Urgh. And you see his arms start to fall, and then you're getting more and more hyped up, right? And you're going like, oh yeah, and everybody's hyped, and Lathander's like, no, Garth, you can't be losing. And then after like a couple seconds more, your hand just throws Garth's hand into the table, and Garth does like he leans into this. Does it shatter
the table?
No, but he leans into this, and you put a dent in the table, and then Garth like flips his body over, and is like, oh, what a strong man.
Nice.
What a strong man.
I'm gonna just stand there, hands in the air.
Garth is just
and then I'm gonna start rubbing my belly.
Yeah, Garth is just looking at Elwarin and just a little confused. He's like, wasn't this supposed to happen? He looks very happy. Like that's what his face is saying, but he's not actually saying anything like that, right?
I just look back, kind of like, yeah, he just needs this right now.
Okay. Garth's like, got it. And then he just like kind of stands up and he's like, sorry, boss. It was just really strong. I just wasn't expecting it. And you see Lathander going, well, deal's the deal. I'll be 70 gold pieces or 21 gold pieces and the token we talked about.
We'll give you the 70 gold pieces.
Cool. So how are you guys? Are you just one person just going to pay for it all and you guys are just going to pay him back later?
I guess, the 4 of us can all pay for ourselves, and then I'll just cover for the other 3 for now. Okay. And then get it back from them.
Cool. Yeah, just deduct that. And he kind of just counts the gold. He's like, all right, everything looks like in order. Garth will be one of your cart drivers. And he's like, Garth, show them the carts. And he's like, I'll let you guys choose the 3 out of the 4 carts that we have. And then you guys can choose your drivers. He's smiling as he says this to you guys. He's like, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the competition.
It was a test of strength.
Yep. So you guys kind of head over. Garth is kind of standing there. He's like, ooh wee. So I'm getting some good tips coming my way soon. And that pendant, can I see that pendant?
Yeah, I hand him the pendant.
Yep. He's like, ooh, this is real. Ooh. Oh, I'll make a necklace out of this. Give it to my girlfriend. She's gonna like this a lot. He's like, that was a great deal, guys. Like, I don't know if you know, but I only get paid like 5 gold a trip. So like super worth for me because it doesn't change how much money I'm making. You know what I mean?
Well deserved.
Yeah, he's like, thank you. He's like, he takes you guys over. There are 4 beautiful carts. They look like they'll hold about 2 or 3 of you, depending on the size of the people kind of in the cart. And you see one ogre. One gnome, like really short dude, really short. Like he's like 2 feet tall. You see another dwarf, and you see a dragonborn. All kind of come out, and they're like, "Hello there. We're the other 3 drivers. Go ahead and pick your cart and pick your driver, and we're going to be good to go." And then Garth kind of leans over to Elwarin. He's like, "Hey." He says this in orc. He's like, "Do you mind like extending that offer to my friends? Like, that we could all use the extra tips if possible. That would be nice. If you can, I get it, but it would be nice."
We'll see what we can do, but I can only promise it for you.
He gives you a little knuckle bump. He's like, "Thanks, man. That's what I like to hear. Appreciate the attempt."
I'll walk up to the Dragonborn and speak in a bit of Draconic. I also speak Draconic.
How many languages do you speak, my good man?
I drink Draconic, Elvish, Giant, and Common.
Jesus Christ. All right, continue, man. I like it.
And I'll nod and sketch a little bow to the Draconic, and I'll say, "Greetings to you, honored dragon."
Okay, yeah. So he's a reg dragonborn. He's on the lean side. He's still like strong looking, but like more lean than like Garth.
Yeah.
He looks
lean
like
muscle.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, why, hello there. I don't talk in Draconic every day. This is nice. My name is Tony. What can I do for you?"
Tony.
And he's like, "Oh, sorry." And he's like, "Sorry, that's my common name. I can give you my Draconic name. It's just easier to say Tony." Like,
Tony.
No, I'm not really laughing at him.
sure.
I'm laughing like in a table talk
Sure,
way,
sure.
not
Yeah.
in like in character.
Yeah, so he explains to you like Tony is his like common name, like the name he tells other people to call him. Like he's got a separate Draconic name, but
someone who,
yeah.
As a Furbolg who has a rather difficult name himself, I completely and totally understand.
Oh, what's your name?
You can call me the BigYin.
Oh, I like it.
Say it's a lot easier.
He's like, "Huh,
Hey.
the BigYin. Maybe I should have gone for like a cooler, like less common name, like BigYin instead of Tony. I was just told Tony was easy to say,
That's fair enough.
Get you in good with the traders. Hey, what's up? My name's Tony. I don't know.
Here's the thing, Tony. We're looking to hire. We've got your friend over there. The what's the orc name again?
Garth.
Garth. We've got Garth there driving one of the carts, and we need 2 more of your fellows. I figured a personage such as yourself might be good in the scrap, as well as a worthwhile person having around. Do you have a recommendation as to whether or not the gnome or the dwarf friend over there would be the preferable 3rd driver of the carts we're looking to hire?
He sits there and kind of scratches the back of his head. And he's like, "Huh. Well, Tobias and Fenric, they're both great. Fighting wise, though, probably Fenric." And he points at the dwarf. Tobias is great. He's good with his hands. He can fix the cart up real fast when it goes wrong. But like, he's more of like a tinkerer, not more of a like sword and shield kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like Fenric, on the other hand, he's been in a scrap or 2. And as you guys kind of take a better look at Fenric, he's got some battle scars on his arms. He's got an eye patch.
Fenric, I'm guessing, is the
Is the dwarf?
The gnome.
Dwarf.
Nope.
Damn.
Fenric is the dwarf. Tobias is the gnome.
Tobias is a tinkerer, you say?
Mhm.
By tinkering, do you mean what? Actually, I would not have heard of artificers, would I?
No.
No,
Probably
okay.
not.
And
he explains
your
like
skill? What can you do?
Oh, he's like, I'm really good at tracking things and like seeing things from really far away. Pretty handy with the bow.
another ranger. Okay.
Do you say that table talk or
table talk?
Okay, just checking.
That'll do. That'll suit us just fine. I'll wave Elwarin over and I'll tell him in Elvish. So, it seems this is I first say in common. This is Tony. This is my friend Elwarin. Elwarin, Tony. If you'll excuse me for a moment, laddie, and I'll say in Elvish. Well, I'll explain to him everything Tony told me. And I'm going to suggest we go with the Tinkerer, as we might actually get some additional stuff out of it if, he can maybe make some stuff out of, we can talk to him about tinkering and making things and things like that, such as, maybe some night vision goggles or some traps or something to that effect.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
And so there's that on the other.
Yeah.
So you pick your three guys. So you got Garth, Tony, and
So I'll walk
Tobias.
over. So Garth, Tony, and I recommend Tobias. And I'll walk over to Tobias and I'll say, Tobias, how would you feel on coming along with us on this here ride up to on this here jaunt up to the Red Lodge?
Yeah. So he kind of looks at me. He's like, "Oh, you're a big one. Yeah, should be fine with me. Cart's looking real good. I just dieted her up. Just got all her wheels greased and should be good to go. The horses are nice and well fed. Should be fine. Should be a good trip."
Right, and I hear from your friend Tony over there that you're a bit of a tinkerer.
Yeah, I fix the cart usually, and any other carts that come in wrecked. Usually fix them up real good.
I dig out my sack, and I'll dig into my sack, and while I'm talking to him, I look at him, and I say, this cart of yours is very, very nice indeed. It's very well sprung, very well maintained. I was wondering, and I pull out the goggles that we got off of that I've been holding since we ran into Mr. Leader's goons for the first time. And I can't remember, DM, but as a point of order, were these actually any kind of night vision goggles, or were they just regular goggles that just happened to get crushed? Or
no, they were night vision goggles that did get crushed. Yes.
Okay, so they're partially damaged.
No, they're 100% completely broken. You cannot use them.
Oh, so they're broken.
Yes.
So I can't even use them. Why was I holding them the entire time?
I mean, you're hoping to find somebody to fix them. I don't know why. That's a weird question for me.
I'll pull the goggles. I know it was rhetorical.
Sure.
So first off, I want to make while I'm kind of doing this, I'm kind of looking around. Do I notice Cromwell leave?
So are you doing this as a passive
By the way, it's
perception?
It's kind of I'm not trying to sneak away or anything. I'm just letting Lando know, hey, I got to run a few errands and I'm just gonna walk off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm asking BigYin, is this a passive perception or you're actively looking to make sure
passive.
What's your passive
Just
perception?
passive. 17.
Yeah, you notice him walk away. 17's really high. That's crazy.
I'll raise my eyebrow at Lando.
I'll just raise my eyebrow back.
And so I'll turn around back to Tobias and I'll say, these here goggles, you can. They used to have an enchantment of. I believe they had an enchantment of night vision. They got a wee bit damaged in a fight. Can you fix them?
He's like, these are magical, huh? I'll give it a try. No promises. It's been a while since I used magic. I don't know if I can still pull it back out. You know what I mean? Usually I'm just hammer and nails and tools, but this one definitely looks magic. Hey, how about this? You come back when you guys are ready to go, and I'll let you know if I've got it fixed by then, huh?
Hey, that'll do. Would you like to agree on a price? I'm willing to pay for your work.
Let's say 10 gold if I can fix it. Otherwise, just no charge.
Hey, that'll be fine.
Awesome.
And I reach my hand. out.
It's
his hand,
my 4 times the size.
Engulfs his arm.
Yeah, it's the 4 times the size of this dude's hand.
I'll just gingerly grab his hand in 3 fingers and I'll give it a shake. Done.
Yeah. He's like, thanks, man. Appreciate the business. Usually I do all this for free, so it's nice to get rewarded for my efforts, you know?
A craftsman should always be rewarded for his work, good sir. I appreciate your efforts in advance.
Agree with that. Cool.
And I'll gesture to Elwarin, and I'll say, I'll kind of circle up, gather Lando and Elwarin. I'll look at Tony, Elwarin, Tony, Tobias, and Garth. And I'll say, right, lads, we're expecting to make a move in the afternoon. We're going to run a few more errands, get some materials, and try and track down the rest of our party. If any, I will, we'll be, let's say, I'll check in with you 3 hours past midday.
He's like, you guys booked till, like, honestly, till, like, after tomorrow, so take your time.
Hold on.
Much appreciated.
So,
can we table talk real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's just think about why he gave us a dude who could look like he could fight for when we take this journey.
So here's the thing: we have this. This was my thinking, right? We already have a pretty intense party with my ability to shapeshift and fight and heal. We have Elwarin who can shoot. We have a lot of magic. And we have you, Ulrich, and Cromwell, who can all take damage.
I mean, do you guys just want to ask Garth why he's a carriage driver instead of, like, a mercenary or something?
All that being... Oh, I'm going to get there. All that being said, additionally, we have Druid. We have a Dragonborn who says he's good with the bow and can track. And then the Tinkerer just seemed like it's always useful to have someone who can make things.
Fix things.
Because if there's any one thing I've learned from growing up playing the Oregon Trail is that wagon is gonna break.
So
we're all gonna get dysentery.
It is a one-day trip. You're not going for months here, guys. Yeah.
I don't care. We're all gonna get dysentery and die.
Sure.
But I mean, if you want to ask that question, Lando, I'm fine with you asking that question. But I like our considering our party's configuration. I'm perfectly happy with you guys asking why they might have added Fenric instead. But
no, I think he's asking, like, why do you think Garth is a cart driver on this road?
No, I'm asking why do you think, like, we had an option of a dude who could fight, like, for a cart driver.
You're asking why Fenric? Oh, got it.
I'm pretty sure all these guys can technically fight. I'm pretty sure any cart driver with assault has to have some kind of weapon skills in this world.
Yeah, you can ask this question. Like,
it's dangerous out there.
Yeah.
If you want to ask, go ahead and ask. I'm not going to stop you.
No,
I mean, or you can roll a history check, Lando, to like think like because you were in Daggerford.
No. I wasn't trying to do this in game. This was like just supposed to be table talk and like thinking.
Yeah. So I mean, like
where
it's just
things are going in the future. That's what I was getting to.
Oh no. It's not necessarily that. It's like that's just the standard cart people. Like they generally have like some sort of like martial skills. They can do some magic or they can fight with a sword or something like that. Because the roads are dangerous. Sometimes people get held up by bandits or whatever, right? So these cart companies, like these travel agencies, if you want to call them that for lack of a better word, they try to hire people that usually are somewhat competent in life skills outside of in a small city or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So like Tinkerer, dude, he may not be great in a fight, right? But he might just be able to fix the cart up real quick after you guys get out of the fight, right? Who knows? Right? Who knows? I'm just like throwing that out there. Like that might be his skill set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I thought the same when he mentioned the default because initially it's just like it's a transfer, right? We don't expect to fight on it, but
correct.
I think that's why.
Yeah, and like
I just asked that question too because I was thrown off too. It's like, oh, does that mean we're definitely gonna get into a fight or?
Yeah,
like,
no.
It just sounded like that, but it makes total sense that it's just a skill that he has.
Yeah, and also they did have like longer journeys up on their board, like to Yartar, to Mirror Bar, to Waterdeep. So those are like much longer treks, right? So it's the longer you're on the road, the higher likelihood you are of getting attacked by something, right? Whether it's bandits or some, raging owl, bear, who knows? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just you guys would know this in game. Like they're just fairly competent people driving these carts typically.
My other question is, he just said that we have him hired until the day after tomorrow.
He's saying pretty much because you guys told Lathander, like, you guys looking to leave within a day or two, maybe? I think. Did I mishear?
Okay.
It's pretty much open till, like, whenever you guys want to leave, is what
Right.
Lathander's kind of done for you guys.
Out of character, that's good to know, because from what we in character don't know yet, we might have to stay another night. So,
Yeah, who
I
knows?
just wanted to confirm that
Sure.
that's the case.
So are you guys...
We
are you
also
guys-
might have to leave very quickly.
Yeah, there's two distinct possibilities, right? So are you
I'll
guys...
just tell them. So what I'll say is this. I'll say, I appreciate the fact that we have the time that we're booked through the day after tomorrow, but I'd like you to be ready to go at the moment's notice. Have the carts ready and the horses exercised. Not that I'm expecting a possible need to make a hasty exit, but I'm not discounting that my friends may get into a bit of shall we say hot water, and better safe than sorry, even you know what I mean.
Okay. Don't know why you'd say that just in character. Don't know why that's a random thing to say, I think, but that's okay. He's like, okay, yeah, I mean, that's fair. Y'all are adventurers. I'm sure you get into some zany stuff once in a while. I think it's a thing. So cool, yeah, just come on down, let Lathander know you're ready to leave, and we'll be good to go. This is all Tobias saying this. Because I assume you're still talking to Tobias.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So are you guys going anywhere? Are you guys just gonna hang out in Bargerite? What's your guys' game plan?
I would actually like to go to the
market.
shops.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to that. Over to the other group. So at this point, you guys are wandering out of Tarraga's supplies, and Cromwell is making his way up through the docks. I guess I have to do some stuff. 1 second.
Cromwell.
Not Cromwell, sorry. Oh, yeah, Cromwell, sorry. Yes, he's on his way over here.
What? I thought he was over across the river.
He left, remember, while they were finishing up.
Oh.
Did?
There. That's where those two people are. Cromwell, go ahead and throw your token on here. Why not? You guys can throw your tokens. So these are large people. What the hell? 1 second. These are very large creatures. That's not the right size. There we go. That's the right size. I don't know what happened. I'll have to fix that later. So they're chilling over here. Cromwell, go ahead and throw your character somewhere over down here.
I'm trying to.
You'd be like down here, yeah. So you're walking up. You get a little ding in your head and says, we're on the second. We're hanging out by the second house from the south on the docks. Because I'm assuming because they know you're coming from Bargerite.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you're making your way down. And so the three of you guys are kind of leaving Tarraga's at this point. So you guys can kind of head over to wherever you want to go at the same time. So you guys are going to St. Oswald's?
I'm going to be just nonchalantly checking out the graveyard.
It is a large graveyard, lots of gravestones. No new burials today, unfortunately. But
Seems like a good thing for us. Honestly.
Yeah. But there's a lot of graves. So
I'll just be making my way around.
Cool. Yeah. So Silas kind of looks at you, Cromwell, and he's like, "Put yourself in a bit of a pickle there, haven't you, buddy?" Oh, for reference, this is Silas and this is Clyde. Just for you, Cromwell.
Okay.
He's like, "Put yourself in a little pickle there, haven't you?"
I guess you could say that.
So how did you think about what was gonna happen after you did that? Was there like a plan? Because
plan.
You guys literally just rolled in, right? Sure, yeah. I get the impulse, right? I understand, but like, you gotta use your head sometimes, right? You gotta think. Like, does it make sense in this opportunity when you guys are the first people, or like the news people coming in town, and you kill a dude? Is that the smartest thing to do here, buddy?
I can say that I didn't get caught.
Yet. You don't know much about Bargerite, do you?
Not really.
Alright. Okay, so we've been doing this a while, Clyde and I, and Clyde he's just kind of looking at you with like, he's just shaking his head at you a little bit. He's like, alright. Clyde and I, we've been doing this for a little while. Bargerite is a place you don't fuck with, let's just put it lightly. The snail really likes his business going smoothly out of the barge rate, and you killing Nalaskar really fucks that, my dude. Like, really fucks that. So now I gotta find a fall guy for all these shenanigans. Otherwise, he's coming after you, and you really don't want the snail coming after your ass. Promise you that, buddy. Like, he'd be tough for both of me and Clyde to take care of. Like,
it's not only if I get caught, right?
Yeah, you're not listening to me, right? It's not necessarily you he'll come after. He'll come after the entire group of y'all.
Hang on. Just so I understand this from my notes, you are talking in table talk or in real life? Are you talking table talk right now? That in character. So
in character.
Who is talking to Cromwell and telling him that they know Cromwell murked a dude?
These are 2 people that Cromwell knows. You guys haven't been introduced to them yet. I didn't feel like pulling him.
We don't know their names yet.
No, you guys have no idea who these people are. I didn't want to pull them into a separate chat for this because then you guys, I don't know how long this will go, so I didn't want to leave you guys kind of in the lurch. So I just left.
Okay, that's fine.
Thing. But yeah, no, this is like a private meeting that Cromwell's having with 2 people. I guess, just for reference, he's talking to this dude, and they're just dudes that he knows, and I'll let him fill you in if he wants to in the future, or maybe you guys will meet them. Who knows? He's like, all right. He keeps saying if they catch you. I don't care if they do or they don't, right? Like, at this point, like, they're just gonna suspect y'all, and then y'all are gonna have like a bounty on your head from the Zentarum. Like, you can't fucking hide from them, man.
You're right. I wasn't really thinking.
Okay.
Anyway, so can you
I can fix this. Yes, I can fix this. Got a couple ideas. I may or may not have done this a couple times. Had to cover for someone else, of course. I would never do this. That's stupid. But what I need you to do for me is to find a good fall guy, right? Where, maybe he dies in a combat encounter of some sort, where, like, you guys are saying, like, hey, you did this because we did some investigating, or, something like that, like, cause a bit of commotion, or you can let me and Clyde handle this, and you can just really pretend you don't know anything because you won't know what we're doing. What would you prefer?
Can I know what you guys would be doing?
Oh, we're going to mind control a guy to say he did it.
Sounds good to me. I like the second option.
Yeah, I'll probably kill him, but I'll get him to say it out loud first, and then I'll say in the honor of the Zentarum, and then I will kill him. And then I will present the body over so that, they can't, talk to him in an hour and find out that we mind controlled him. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
Like I said, you're going to have to owe us a favor, man.
By the way, what is this favor that I'm going to have to owe you?
I haven't thought of what that favor is going to be yet, but you're just going to owe me one. Well, owe us. Kind of points to him and Clyde. You're going to owe us one. We'll call on that when we need it. You'll get a message. I did see a rather weird group of people in town. Are they part of your group? I saw an orc with glasses. Really intriguing, really. I saw a lizard man.
That guy's fucking useless. Literally, his name is useless.
Oh, got it. Okay. Usually orcs with glasses are not useless. And I know this to be true. Like, 100%. You could not convince me otherwise. And then there was Oh, that's Ulrich, the dwarf dude, huh?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I won't kill Ulrich. He won't be the fall guy. Sound good to you?
Yeah, please don't. Anyone else in my group, feel free if you really feel the need, but Ulrich is the one guy I actually like.
Got it. Okay, cool. We'll kind of wander around town a little bit, get to know some of the folks, and we'll say that we're looking into a matter for the Zentarum. Just kind of make it known that that's what we're doing out here, and we'll do something. All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and if we bump into your friends, I'm gonna have to talk to that orc with glasses. He just really need to talk to him. You want to introduce us, or you want me to just kind of meet him by happenstance? What would you prefer?
Feel free to meet him by happenstance. I'd rather keep our our meeting here discreet.
Gotcha, buddy. All right. Well, like I said, I'll call on that favor in a bit, but stick around tonight. That's when we'll be doing our big reveal. So don't leave yet. Otherwise, it'd be kind of awkward. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
Cool. Got it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And they kind of wander off. And yeah, we're just gonna. Sorry, I'm gonna move them to my layer so I can move them around as I see fit. But yeah, cool. So that happened. Congrats. And we will head over to. Yeah, go ahead and throw your characters on here. Useless and DQ. Your DQ's right there. Sorry, Useless. Go ahead and throw your character. I just want to know what you guys are doing. Cool. All right. So are you guys still investigating this, like, the church, or what is?
Yeah, I'm having a slow stroll around.
Okay. Yeah. So you're noticing it's not very well guarded or protected. It seems just a standard graveyard for a church. You would know that most people in small towns like this pretty reverent about this. They don't disturb graves. None of that. Pretty frowned upon. There is one dude tending like the garden areas around. You can surmise he's the gardener of the church area. But that's really all you see. I mean, you see like one or two people kind of walking in and out of the church, but for the most part, like it's people in the church, not people kind of walking around outside.
How tall is this wall?
Like 2 feet tall. It's like a half wall.
Okay.
It's mostly there just so you don't like have to see all the gravestones if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Useless, DQ, what you guys up to?
If you guys go inside, right? Can we go inside?
To the church? Yeah, go for it.
I was just gonna say I noticed that they are doing what I want to do, and now I don't want to do it anymore.
Why? You can do it with them.
Yeah, but
he's too counterculture for that.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
All right, so what are you up
to?
Check out the giant marked oven.
That's what I was thinking about. There's an oven, and
Cool.
I remember hearing about it earlier. So.
Cool. All right, so you're gonna head over this way. Cool. So
Yes.
we'll do. Useless, go ahead and head inside the church if you don't mind.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you head into this church, it's a beautiful church. Wooden walls, all white. There's some gold inlays in different parts of the church. There's a couple chandeliers that have little lamps. It seems magic based to you, like somebody is casting a magic spell, like light inside of these little chandeliers to provide light in the space. And you see a deacon or priest of some sort. He's just a regular, average human male, presiding over a service, and a couple other like humans that you've seen typically in this town. But also, weirdly enough, you see a half-elf drow and a full drow just sitting there, kind of waiting, it seems.
Interesting. Well, the sermon's still going on, so I guess I just kind of take a seat in the back, I guess.
Sure. And as you kind of take this seat, you kind of see both of their heads twitch upon you kind of entering, and they both turn, and you see a big smile from this guy coming out. And they both get up quietly. Very weirdly enough, this dude in the full plate mail is still fairly quiet. Like, you're used to like the clinking, clanking from like Ulrich and Cromwell. This guy is not making as much noise as those two guys are. And both of them come to approach you. And they just sit next to you quietly. They don't say anything because the service is still going on.
Okay. Gonna enjoy this awkward moment and wait for the sermon to finish.
Sure, yeah. After like 5 minutes, the sermon seems to be done. The priest and the other two people are kind of like talking as a group, and then the half-elf drow and the drow stand up and they look at you. He's like, an orc with glasses, just who I was looking for. Mind if we chat outside for a bit?
Wait, do I know you?
No, but you will soon. My name is Silas. He's just smiling.
Okay. Do we have to do it outside? I don't see why I can do it. Why we can't do it in here? In here seems pretty good.
He's like, I'd rather not disturb the parishioners. You know, where we look a little different than them. You know what I mean?
I mean, so do I.
He said we. He was kind of pointing to like all three of you.
Okay.
He's like, we look a little different than these folks, and you know, you may not know this, but small towns don't have great views on the quote-unquote monstrous races, as they used to call us. And you just see him, he's still smiling at you.
Wait, it's a half elf and a drow, or an elf and a drow?
Half elf drow. He's like a drow side of his is the lineage, and a drow.
Okay.
So he's half elf, half drow.
No. He's a half elf. The elfish side of that half is drow.
It's a half drow.
Okay.
Half drow, yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
A half drow and a drow.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Let's go outside.
Cool. So they wander outside. So you guys, let's put you guys out here just to make life a little bit easier. You're just chilling out here in the square. Ulrich, I'm guessing you're still kind of making your rounds around the corner here.
Yep.
Cool. Go ahead and you can move yourself around. The oven. You come over and it is a massive oven, but not in like a baking sense. It's a like forge oven, and you just see a blacksmith kind of like tinkering at tools, and you just see horseshoes everywhere. You don't see like any weapons. You don't see any shields. It's just horseshoes everywhere.
I walk out.
All right. So as you walk out, you see Llus and these two people kind of walk out of the church. So to Llus, we'll kind of start your guys' conversation. Let me switch these two guys' position, because so this is the half drow and this is the full drow, just if it wasn't clear. And so the half drow is kind of smiling. He's like, "Oh yes, my name is Silas. Can I get your name, good sir?" I think I already know it, but you know.
Yeah, I'm useless.
Like I thought, and he puts his hand out to shake.
I tentatively shake his hand.
Yeah, and he's like, "This is Clyde. My name is Silas. Let's just say I adore a certain orc with glasses. I'm guessing you've heard of him. I can kind of tell by the energy you give off." And as he says that, he starts to emanate a darker energy that you kind of associate Llus with necromancy. Okay. And you haven't met too many necromancers before, aside from the weird dude in the cave that you don't even remember who his name is anymore at this point, and this guy. Like, those are the only two people you've seen give off that kind of energy before.
Okay. What are you doing?
Okay. So you haven't been taught. Okay. All right. So Varrock, Skullcrusher Monarch, had two disciples when he was first starting. My master, and your way high up predecessor. I was given this, and he has a wand. And it's a very intricate looking wand. It has, looks like faces kind of engraved on it. He's like, I got this. And you got a book, right? You got a thick ass book full of some crazy magic spells, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Let's just say I'm here to reunite our lost tradition. So would you like to join me on this path, or would you like to I don't want to fight, if I'm being honest. You know, we're in a town like this.
Define tradition.
Oh yes, sorry. He really didn't tell you anything, did he?
Not the slightest.
Well, shit, that makes this awkward. Okay, so my master told me if I ever met an orc with glasses or a man following the path of Rock Skullcrusher Monarch, he would have the book. Rock's book, his grimoire. I have been given his wand. And my wand does some cool things, and your book does some really cool things, and together we can resurrect Vrock's desire. And I was wondering if you wanted to join me, and we can, travel. We can bring about his desires.
With my vision right now, am I able to be walking over?
Yeah, if you want to. I'm saying, like you said, as soon as you got out of the oven, you saw them, and
I would like to start walking over.
Yeah. So as you kind of get there, Silas and Clyde go, "Oh, is that your friend, the lizard guy behind you?"
Yeah, my friend DQ.
No, hello there.
DQ, these are some sketchy folk.
Hey, that's rude. We're fellow disciples.
Sketchy folk. They look all right to me, and I kind of hit that. I get what Useless is putting down, but not obviously triggering them.
Yeah, and Silas is smiling. He's like, "I like this guy. He's cool. I like him. I see why you guys hang out." So what do you say?
Okay, if I were to summon Vrock's ghost, like, would they know I'm talking to him or what?
No. I mean, so like I said, from what you understand from Vrock kind of talking to you, and like when you opened the book, only you and Vrock know he's there. Like nobody else seems to know.
All right, can I leave Vrock up here?
Sure. So, ghosty dude is chilling over here. Here, I'll draw a little square.
All right.
He's chilling somewhere there.
Yeah.
He's like, yes. So, hello, Useless. Is there something you need from me?
Yes. This guy over here says he's got a wand of yours.
Oh. The summoning wand. Nice. That's good. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. You said it's been like 300 or 400 years.
Yeah. He said something about wanting to resurrect your desires. I don't suppose you know what those would be, would you?
He's like, huh. Let me think. And so you're like kind of talking to yourself, right, during this. And Silas is like, he looks over at Deke. He's like, does he do this a lot? Talking to himself? Is there something in his head?
You could say that. He gets in trances. It goes really far into his history. I wouldn't honestly bring it up.
Fair.
I would just let him do his thing.
Yeah, fair. No, I like it. That's probably part of the book thing. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, you might even understand more than I do, but as long as I've known him, this has been something he's been doing.
Got it. Yeah, I have no idea if it has anything to do with the book, but I just normal.
No, I think before the book, I'm trying to deceive them.
Okay, good, cool, awesome, interesting. So as this kind of interactions occurring between DQ and Silas, Vrock's like, oh my, okay, got it. I know what you're talking about. So if you unite my grimoire with the wand, you get access to like all of my power. And what that means is I'm kind of like a half spectral ghost here. Like the foolish disciple that trapped me in that card only got part of my soul, like part of my spirit. And I guess another portion's in that wand, maybe? I don't know. But like I think if you combine them, you get like my full vast wealth of information and like what I want. And what I currently want is for skeletons to be seen as like helpful beings. You know, like they can be useful, they can help you out at home, they're cheaper labor. They can last for a longer time without having to worry about housing. I mean, you house them obviously, but like you have to worry about them like getting sick or like needing water or food or any of that. You know what I mean? Like.
Right. Okay. Huh. And this guy here is not the same disciple, right?
He kind of looks
I'm not talking to some like centuries old dude.
I don't think he's the same. He looks different. Yeah, doesn't seem to be the same one. I mean, you obviously don't look like the same other ones before. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Thank you. And then I dismiss command. Yeah.
Okay. Rock disappears.
That's all I needed, man.
Sure, yeah. Rock disappears.
All right. Okay. I'd be interested in seeing what happens when we bring the two together.
He's like, oh, you would. Excellent. He looks at you. You might want to take a step back there, buddy. Just a step back or two.
Wait, what?
He's telling DQ he would recommend he takes a step back or two.
Oh. But like I don't suppose it could wait like one day. We have some business we want to take care of first.
I'd be dismissed to ask, what do you mean by step back?
He's like, just take a step back or two. There might be, you just may not want to be right next to this. And he looks at you, he's like, you see, I'm driven by my desires. And you see like a necklace kind of start glowing as he says this. And he's like, this is...
I want to jump up here.
Sure. He's like, and this is part of my, you could say, desire to do his will, do what his heart desires.
Hey man, whatever floats your boat. I'm gonna just bounce. I don't have a reason to, disobey you here. So
sure.
Just don't mess with Useless too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he kind of motions over for the book.
Okay, I hold the book out.
He grabs it and he tries to pull it from you.
Whoa, buddy, whoa. Is it something like you need to like yank out of my hands here?
He's like, I need to hold it as part of the ritual. And so you guys can make a contested strength check if you want here, or you can let it go. It's up to you. He doesn't look like the strongest dude.
All right. Well, before I let this go, what is this ritual going to do exactly?
He's like, I'm not honestly that sure. I was just told if I bring the wand and the book together under one person, something crazy is going to happen. And he looks a little bit more unhinged. He was smiling a lot before, but now he looks a little weird.
Okay. Yeah, let's do a strength check.
Okay.
Do I see this happening?
Where are you? Yeah, you can probably see it from there. Yeah. I would say you saw it as you kind of came across, and that was right about the time that you kind of took a couple steps back, is what I would say. I think that makes sense.
So that probably would come my eye. So I'm probably going to start, instead of being leisurely, start moving.
Sure, yeah. Cool. So he's going to do a strength check. Yeah, he did not roll very well.
Wow.
Like I said, he's not the strongest lad. Neither are you, it seems.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, it is what it is. So you like forcibly grabbed out of his hand, and he looks at you and he's like, Why won't you let me do this? It's the thing I've been searching for so long. Why not? And you see the jewel on his necklace grow a little bit brighter as this is happening.
From what I understand of Brock, he's very out of line here. Like you look a little, you don't look a right of mind right now. I'm sorry, dude.
He's like, that might be, but I still need it.
Hey, Useless. I think I see our party coming. Yeah, I think we should get out of here, man.
I mean, this guy's kind of gotta, like, he's gotta chase me till the end of days.
Probably.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want his wand.
Okay, well, now that it's all out in the open, can we have your wand?
He looks at you as you say, he's like, no, why would I?
You said you wanted to reunite them, man. I mean, I would feel more comfortable if I was the one doing the thing.
How about this? How about we duel? Winner takes all. Mano y mano.
Sure. We'll duel for it.
Good fucking luck.
I don't like that.
So at this point, yeah, I would say, Cromwell, you're probably around here.
Ulrich, how's it going, man?
Cromwell, you're probably around here at this point. I would say you've been watching most of this interaction.
Yeah. Nah, sorry to interrupt. What's this about a duel?
Got you up to speed real quick. Let's just say that some folks want our friend Useless's book, and we want their wand because reuniting these two things can do some crazy shit. And they decided that none of them want to give up their stuff, but they both want the thing, so a duel is the best way to decide it. You want to weigh in on this, buddy? I say nervously.
And so as Ulrich, you kind of walk up, you look over at the drow in full plate mail, and something starts to kind of trickle in your memory. You remember being a young recruit in Mirror Bar, and you heard of this talented commander, a drow, which was crazy at the time. This is like, you're like what, 200 years old?
Yeah.
Yes, this is like probably 150 years ago now. This drow rose up in the ranks in the Mirabar dwarven military. And it was just unheard of, right? Because the Mirabar dwarven military is a dwarven military. And he was just the most brilliant commander that they had ever seen. And you'd been kind of following in his footsteps as you kind of made your way up the ranks. But, maybe 10 years after you joined, he disappeared. But you're starting to look at him, and you're starting to try to piece a couple things together, and it looks kind of like him.
All right.
That's all.
Yeah, still stands.
Sure.
I'm not an expert in magical things. We all know this.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I'm just saying, maybe a duel in the middle of the day involving a bunch of magic and a fairly small town is not the best idea.
Fine. I will take us all out of the town. We will duel, and then I will bring us back into the town. Is this amicable, dwarf? And he's getting, like, you can see, like, fire in his eyes, like, literal, like, fire starting to grow. And his, like, the amulet at his chest is growing brighter and brighter as he says this.
I don't like teleportation. Can we just walk?
Now, calm down. Let's all calm down. The name's Ulrich. I don't know. I don't think we've met.
My name is Silas, and this is Clyde. And upon hearing the name Clyde, yes, this is the drow that made his way up in the ranks in the Mirabar dwarven military that disappeared after reaching very high acclaim, and it was never heard of again.
Well, you are Clyde. Very interesting.
And you are someone important?
Ulrich, as I just said.
Or is that supposed to mean something to me, young one?
It's usually you greet someone. I just want to say that.
I didn't imply it. I'm saying that, like, your history receives you well. I am aware of who you are. You would have no reason to know who I am.
Mirabar, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, nice to meet you, Ulrich. I apologize for Silas's behavior. He's been searching for this for about 60 years. If you'll forgive him for his
what's another
impudence.
couple days? I don't know why we gotta be so hasty about this. If it's been 60 years.
He's a little ruled by his emotions more so than me, and I do apologize, but we will be requiring that book, and we will take it forcibly if necessary. But I'd rather not, as a fellow officer in the military.
Honestly, I expected more from you. I thought you'd be able to get your men under control.
That's not this arrangement. You don't.
Yeah, get him, Ulrich.
And
I glance over at DQ with like a withering glare.
Yeah,
like,
and
I will fucking kill you.
Sorry.
As you say, his man, Silas gets visibly upset. His man? Uncle, I swear I will kill these fools. I swear I will kill them, Uncle. And you just see Clyde kind of put his arm on Silas. He's like, no, calm down, calm down, Silas. Listen, Useless. I can understand why you're hesitant to part with your book. We can compensate you if that is what is required. However, we will be needing that book now, or something bad's going to happen. And he looks at Ulrich. He's like, that's not our arrangement. He's not my man. He's not under my control. We're family. And you wouldn't know this, Ulrich. Actually, no, none of you would know this. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Good question.
Yeah.
This book that they're trying to acquire is just the volume 5 of that book. So there's like none
No,
other ones, right?
It's the grimoire.
It's the grimoire. I just want to make
It's the
sure I was
grimoire,
understanding.
yeah.
Okay, I don't know why. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not, but yeah. The grimoire special.
So,
got him.
Cromwell, you've been watching this from afar. Are you like approaching at all? Or are you good there?
Yeah, I'll start approaching, and I'll be like, kind of.
We'll say here. We'll say you get there like while this kind of like that last bit was occurring. Do you want to say anything? Because Silas and Clyde kind of notice you, and they, Silas calms down a little bit, and he brings back a smile. He says, seems another one of your friends have shown up. Maybe he can talk some sense into you, Useless.
Turn our heads.
Who are these guys? Who are you guys talking to?
It seems they know you.
No. We assumed he was with you as he came up behind you.
Well, this is quite famous Drow commander from Mirabar Army. Precedes me by
from the
quite a
Mirabar
few.
Army. I've heard of him.
Yeah, this is Clyde.
He still holds the record for like fastest like military expedition currently with Mirabar.
Seems to be his nephew, Silas. Seems to be another necromancer. After our friend Useless hears Grimoire. And they're about to come to blows.
And Clyde's like, or we can just purchase it from you and we can be on our way. And Silas is like, looks at him, he's like, Uncle, we're gonna pay these? Can't I just have the book and do the ritual, please?
And I'm guessing the other way is not acceptable either.
What? Hold on. 2 questions here. What is the compensation that you would be offering? And the second question is, if you did the ritual, would Useless get his book back?
And Clyde's like, I could give you guys 150 gold pieces right now. And Silas is like, I don't know. And I've told him this already. I don't know what will happen with the book and the wand once the ritual is complete.
You are so quick to just go into it then, aren't you, my man?
Yeah.
And if he if he hands over the book and you perform this ritual and the book still exists, what does Useless get in return?
The chance for Farok's goal to be understood.
Now,
And then I'm gonna look at Useless and be like, do you need Farok's goal to be understood?
Well, here's the thing. Rock's goal is to have necromancy as a widely accepted thing, and he wants to perform a ritual. I'm not sure how any sort of ritual is going to fix that problem.
And he's like,
that would
that's
only
not all of it.
That would only benefit you, right, Useless?
What do you mean only benefit me? Oh, no. Rock's goal is to have the necromancy accepted widely as to be used as a useful tool and not a magic to be feared.
Sounds a lot more reasonable.
And as you guys are
it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing if it was accepted widely.
Right, it wouldn't be a bad thing. The problem is this guy wants to perform a ritual. I'm not really sure how a ritual is going to get to what Brock wants, and I'm very concerned.
Now, my concern, and it's a real little one, you're telling me this is a damn near priceless book that you've been searching for decades for, and you're offering us 150 gold for it?
Right?
And you see Clyde just kind of sigh, and he like looks at you, and he's like,
is that a value bet?
I know I'm a military man, but I know the price of gold.
Ulrich, you don't know what you're doing, and you just see Silas get angry.
I'm just gonna be like, hold on. I don't want anybody to get hurt here. It looks like you guys are about to start a fight. I would say that it's probably worthwhile for you, Useless, to let him try with the book. The worst case scenario is the book goes to shit, and both you and Silas are losing out. But Silas has been looking for this thing for 60 years, so I assume he has something up his sleeve.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe sweeten the pot a little bit.
Here's the thing, given the power this book holds,
I was gonna say,
it's easy for him to give it up once he has it.
Yeah, what does it say? He's like, I got it, bye.
All right,
yeah, there is nothing stopping him.
Silas and Clyde look like two honest, I assume to be a drow from the way you guys look.
They don't.
No, they're not.
I know you've been walking in some interesting circles, Cromwell, but trustworthy
I've
is
seen-
not.
Trustworthy is not. Glowing necklaces is typically not my turn on for trustworthy.
Can I make a persuasion check to try to persuade my group?
That this dude is like
That's fair.
treating us with disdain. How do you not notice this?
Yeah,
He's foaming at the mouth like a rabid dog, Cromwell. Not to like shit on
You
your
know
drink.
they want to pay us, man.
Clyde's the one who's like trying to play like peace broker. Silas is the one who's like getting more and more angry as this like.
Yeah,
conversation
and I
goes.
understand that. I'm only.
Clyde is
I'm
like,
just-
guys, like, look, I have 150 gold pieces on me right now. I can get you some more gold later. We got to
what
settle
I'm
this
saying.
now, or Silas
just
is going to
gotta
kill
be
all
now.
of you.
Don't ask me how I know this, but Silas will kill all of us.
That's what I'm saying. So the problem I'm seeing is you've waited 60 years. You know where the book is. You know its value. You can't wait a day or two to scrounge up a bit more to part with it.
Can I have Eustace make an Arcana check for me, please?
Yeah, I'd like to just out of curiosity, is there any way that we can, that as the rest of the party is gonna like see any of this?
We'll say you guys are making your way into town at this point. Why not?
Okay.
We'll do your buying thing later.
Because if there's gonna be a fight, I want to be in on this fight.
Sure, maybe.
Town across the river, though?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds a little far fetched.
Yeah. I don't know why you guys would come to Womford. So,
Okay, never mind.
Because I mean, you guys are gonna go shopping in the town. The town seems to have
Look,
more than Womford would have. So
as
the
much as I would love to have the backup here.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
just logically
it
hurts
doesn't-
my brain.
yeah. So with the 8 Arcana, you're noticing that the pendant glowing seems to increase with how angry he gets, and it may or may not be glowing prior to him getting more angry. He rolled an 8. That's really all I can
I
give
know,
you.
but
I came to that conclusion as a peon.
He rolled an 8, guys.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
You can roll like investigation. You want to roll investigation to see?
I would like to make a persuasion check to
Sure.
try to persuade the group to hand over this book.
I think.
Oh wait, that's the wrong
That's
one.
religion. That's the wrong one. Wrong one. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll an insight.
Yeah, I think
on
it's
the
insight.
persuasion.
Yeah, I think it's
What
insight.
cult are you in, Cromwell?
I also have to roll
think-
insight, I guess.
DQ, if you want to roll insight, I guess also you can.
That's right.
Yikes.
Get your persuasion out of here.
Sure. DQ.
All right, it's insight that I should roll.
Yep.
I'm persuaded.
Yeah, Ulrich is pretty swayed.
I mean, Cromwell's a trusted guy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Ulrich is persuaded. DQ and Eustace are not. And
it's like,
and I'm guessing
sorry.
you're persuading them when you say like I think they can kill, like he will kill you, right? That's what you're trying to persuade.
No. I'm trying to persuade them to give him the book.
Okay, got it. So yeah, so Ulrich is
I'm
pretty
like,
persuaded.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Like, I'm on the same page as Cromwell here. I mean, I think we should be parting with the book. No offense, Useless. I know it's a thing for you, but
It's
you
kind
know
of
they do their magic thing. But
It's kind of a life-changing experience for an orc.
I'm just saying, the cost. But
sorry,
I mean,
sorry, like giving up a book is like the antithesis of my character. I cannot.
Yeah,
I know.
So that's what
I
this is.
respect that.
Yeah, I wanted this to be like a very hard struggle for Useless.
Holding on to this is I respect the hell out of it. Useless. No, these guys. This guy's being weird.
Cool. So while this is...
I feel like very bad things could happen if I give him the book.
Sure. Yeah. So all right. I'm trying to think how I want this to happen. This is gonna be very weird.
There's a fight happening. I will not partake.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I want this to go. Sorry.
I refuse to die.
Yeah, Silas is just looking like
Ulrich welcomes
daggers.
it.
Silas is looking daggers at Eustace at this point. He's like, "Give me the book, and I will spare your life."
This is a far cry from making Roxwell a reality, dude.
You have no concept of what his will is. You're a mere boy.
You're the person who can't you just tell him that you talked to him, or you?
You know, for a guy who's at least 60 years old, you're doing a very good job persuading me right now.
And upon that, he grabs your shirt.
During that time, I'm gonna just try to sneak back. Yeah, I know.
Sure.
Pretty sure he's blinded with rage.
Yeah, he grabs your shirt, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw for me, DC 18.
Ooh, boy.
Oh my god.
Ooh, boy. Alright, where's my saving throw?
Been good run, everyone.
Yeah, seriously. CS.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
DQ disappears from sight. One sec, let me do that real quick. I'm going to actually just move you to a different map real quick, just to make life easy. Or I'll just move everybody to a different map. Why not?
Nice. Are you get to fight me?
That would be great. That would be hilarious.
Am I the villain? I think I can.
I was gonna say Lando's the final boss. So you
I've been
see,
expecting this.
you see my true color.
That would be really funny, actually.
And then I'm the villain all along.
Yeah.
I saw this coming a mile away.
So, you guys get teleported to what looks like different dimension. Nope, you're not there.
Oh, sorry.
Nope,
How do
nobody
I
else is
delete
there.
it?
Yeah, I
I
can't.
thought you guys.
Nope.
So, by the way, I will be drawing my weapon.
Sure, yeah. We'll go back to those screen
Yeah.
shortly. Yeah, 1 second. And he looks at you, Useless. It's just you two, but I'm gonna keep it on the full voice comms because I think this is more fun, so everybody can hear. He's like, "Why must we do this? We are brothers for the same purpose. Can we not just work together and fulfill his legacy? Why must you make me go to these lengths?"
10 seconds ago, you said you're gonna kill me, man. what is it that
Because
you
you won't part with the book.
Because it doesn't sound like you're trying to accomplish what Brock wants to.
And as you say that, go ahead and roll some initiative for me, good sir.
You know what the nerd alert? You call him a nerd?
Yeah. Nerd. So... Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm saying that's
He's
no
like
fucking
one
hell.
shot. There was no one.
At least it
It
was
could have
not.
been worse.
Yeah, at least it was
Could
not a
have been
crit
worse.
fail. At least it was not a crit fail. Yeah.
Okay.
So he just looks at you and he's like, "This could have been so much better. I don't see why we have to fight. You could have just handed me the book, but now I have to kill you. Like, there's no... I was going to use my blood for the sacrifice, but now it looks like I'm using your blood." And he summons a demon.
The rationale behind these characters, he's like, now I'll tell you that I was gonna sacrifice my blood and things like that.
Well,
Hey,
because
I said I'd do it. And he was like, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what?
you see where this character is.
Anyway.
There we go.
His mind's more clear now, Useless, because he has blinding rage to kill you.
Not quite. You notice in this new plane, the necklace isn't there.
Interesting.
1 second.
Does
Sorry.
thing show up behind me?
Yep.
Oh god.
And you can roll an Arcana check if you want to figure out what this thing is. It's not a pretty boy.
Does not look like it.
Yeah, so you recognize this as a Tanaruk. It's a demon. And as he casts the spell, he opens up a vial of blood, and he does this little circle around him, and he summons this demon. And you would recognize this as a corrupted orc known as a Tanaruk. Like this, you were told bedtime stories about Tanaruks as like, you know, these are things that are coming to get you if you're a bad orc boy. Mm-hmm. And now it exists here in front of you. Well, behind you, I guess, technically.
Okay.
And he just smiles and he says, I'm ready for you to die.
I'm not.
Right, so what you got going on here, buddy? So this is a concentration spell, and you would know that from the book that you have.
So I should probably try and break it.
Probably, yes.
Can you break concentration?
Yes, you can. If you hit him for damage, he has to make a Constitution saving throw. Mm-hmm. And if it's less than 10 damage, it has to be a 10 or higher. If it's more than 10 damage, it's half that damage, and then he has to roll higher than that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we just chuck a fireball at him.
Sure. Okay, DC 13. Dexterity saving throw. He saves. He takes half damage, so half of that is 14. He takes 14 damage.
Man, it's like one off.
Yeah, and he will make a Constitution saving throw. It has to be to 10. And he saves. So he still has control over this demon.
Okay.
The demon is going to make a charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Why does the demon have to make a charisma saving throw? So
it's fighting the will of the caster, holding it there on this plane.
I see.
So if it breaks from it, it has a chance to go on a rampage, and nobody is controlling it anymore.
Okay.
And it just sits there, and you just see a smile on Silas's face. Silas looks at you, and he casts... What is he going to cast here? What sounds fun? He'll cast nah. He's just going to smile. He's not going to do anything. He's going to say, get him. And the Tanaruk is going to swing on you.
Okay.
So 25 hit.
I think a 25 hits.
Okay.
Yes.
You will take 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then 12 hit.
One sec.
Yep.
Does the 12 hits? Nope.
Okay, cool. So he misses the bite. And you just hear a roar kind of behind you, and he looks smug.
Okay.
Alright, your turn.
Man, he's looking smug. It's not good for me. Okay. Let's see. What else can I do here?
Sure. You can do a lightning bolt. It's a good spell.
If I put a stinking cloud on him, did that also break concentration?
It has to. The damage is the key.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like on a failed save, he spends his action retching and reeling.
Yep. Yeah. So
I feel like
I said, he has to make a Constitution save.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll throw a stinking cloud on top of him.
Okay.
Yeah. That just speak it. That's what I want to do.
Okay. Cool. So it's a Constitution spell save DC 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. Is there damage associated with it, or is it just? No, right? It's just
no.
Okay. 14, so he saves.
Damn it. All right.
Yeah, but
I off by one.
Yeah, there's a cloud of stinky, something like that, around him. Cloud of stank, as it were. And upon you casting this, he kind of looks at you, and he's like, "Why do they always cast stinky things on me? Like, do I smell? Is this a normal? I don't understand." And he just kind of sidesteps his way out. You noticed he's left his blood circle now.
Okay.
If that means anything, who knows? I'll let you decide what happens. and then he is going to cast Toll the Dead on you. That's a weird way for that to be cast. I guess I'll just roll it. So you need to make a DC save 17 wisdom.
Oh, wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm. Oof, you don't save. 2d12. You take 5 damage from that.
Lucky.
And he just smiles as the Tanaruk goes to hit you again with stuff. 25 to hit.
Yep.
12 slashing damage. Wow, that's very on the dot.
Ow.
With the slashing damage.
Ow.
And then he's going to bite you.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14 does hit.
Okay. 7 piercing damage.
Alright, well, I'm on my last legs.
Okay. And it is now your turn. Oh, sorry. Kiss, make a Christmas saving throw. Still stuck. I tried.
Okay.
It does speak orc. You do know it speaks orc, so you could try talking to it if you wanted to.
Speaks orc.
For what it's worth, I guess, if that means anything to you. You know it's still under the control of the other dude, but you could speak to it, I guess, if that makes you feel better.
It's still under the control.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just saying you can talk to it if you want. You know, talk to your devilish orc brother.
Yeah, sure. I'll but before you kill me, can you? I just hope you could let me know what that blood circle does. Could you?
He kind of looks at you, and he's like, "I've never been talked to before. Okay. If you're the caster and you throw a blood circle like that, I can't attack you while you're in the circle."
Okay. I guess it doesn't really help me at this point.
No.
I was brutally honest, honestly. Just said,
All right.
He's like, I've been spoken to an orc in a long time. That was kind of nice.
Okay. Well.
Last words.
What about that blood circle, though, guys?
I think we're just gonna scorch.
Scorching Ray would be pretty good here, or Magic Missile, because each hit procs a Constitution saving throw required.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go scorching ray. All right, so how do I do this again? Do this like 3 times.
You just roll the first one, and I'll let you know if it hits. And then, because we got to do the concentration.
Yeah.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, 7 damage. He's got to beat a 10. He saves. Okay, next one. Okay, that hits again. How much damage? Okay, 3.
No.
He's got to beat 10. Okay, however, when he fails, he gets to... Oh, wait, never mind. I rolled the Constitution. Okay, so the... Ooh, you're not going to like this, buddy. This is rough. All right. Oh, fuck, 1 second. I need to go back to the spell. This is a rough one for you because he's right next to you.
I was really gonna get away from it.
Okay, it's 1d6. Okay. So as he breaks concentration, he goes, fuck. You hear Silas say that, and the Tanaruk behind you just roars, and he's just full rage. Like before, he was a bit more under control, you could tell. But he's full rage now. Just like he's just gonna hit anything in his path.
Okay.
Cool. Next one. Or you can try to hit the demon. I guess up to you.
No, we're not gonna try to hit the demon. I don't think it'll do much.
Ooh, that one misses. Got it. Cool.
Right.
So with that, Silas goes, Oh wait, isn't this Stinking Cloud a Constitution save?
Yeah.
You want to roll those for me? Gotta roll 3, I think. You guys gotta beat a 10, I think, for each of them.
Wait, I do?
Yeah, because this is a concentration spell, and you've been hit 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's still there. 2 more times. Okay, nice.
Straight 14s.
Nice. It's good. Oof,
Oh, not
on the
a
last
14.
one. Yes, on the last bite, your Stinking Cloud disappears.
Okay.
Cool. So kind of with this, Silas is like, oh, fuck. And he goes back to his circle of blood. And he looks at you with a smile, and he says, I guess you could say this is good night, young one. And he casts Witch Bolt on you.
Great.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What a way to go out.
Great me.
Yeah. He does it at 5th level. He just wants to do it all out.
Good lord.
Yeah, your boy, you're dead, buddy.
Yeah.
You're fried to a
Okay.
crisp.
One shot me.
Yeah, it just one shots you. And it does more than your
It just
total
one-shot me?
HP. Yeah, it does more than your total HP too. You're a pile of ash. And you see Silas look at the demon, and he's like, "Fuck." Because now it's just him and the demon, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well," and so the demon charges at him. And he's like, looks down, he's like,
Fucking idiot.
he looks down, he's like,
Yeah.
shit, I can't hit you. Because he's in the blood circle. And so
Right.
he's just raging. He's just real mad. And so this dude casts Banishment.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, charisma saving throw, that's right. This guy's not going to save.
Isn't Useless dead though?
I'm very
He's banishing the Tanaruk.
I know, but like, no one who's part of this is seeing.
Correct,
this.
yeah. But I mean, this is for flavor for like when they come back. Like it'll make more sense when he comes back. Do you not want me to narrate this? Like I can just skip to like when they're done if you want.
It would make more sense.
Okay, fine. We'll skip through all this. A bunch of shit happens, and he teleports back, and Eustace does not come back. Yeah. So with that, actually, let's wrap it up for the night, and then
Great.
thanks for a good session, guys. Appreciate it.